Hi everybody, sorry my stream cut off when I went to AFK. Stream back. I did log out so I didn't die. Luckily I'm good. And of course, there's a skip event I already know it, but yeah. I'm already in the queue because I am just in the queue when I join. Yeah, so yeah. No clue why. But I'm happy that that's the case. Scappy's gone video, what? Oh damn. Okay, okay, I'm back on live stream. Sorry, people. I'm very sorry. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go back and completely forget about that community thing. Yeah, I need to get rid of this. Into my house. Getting to my house. No one uses doors these days. Okay, that's good. Invaded lands will join these. And I'll stretch the images just because this beautiful. Okay. But then self-caption correctly. Yay! Okay, slash great. We have no other keys, so let's see what this will be. Oh, nice. Was it a dragon keys? Oh, give me XP, yes. Okay, thank you, baby. I love you. Yeah, okay, listen to speech. Oh, and I forgot. Okay, of course, okay. And I got better. Probably 2, I guess, I know. Wait, it's on Twitch, maybe it's on Twitch, and Race was doing a stream 24 hours for FNAF stream today. I just remembered, and I realized I didn't get notifications, probably on Twitch. What's it called? I don't know. I didn't think she's like, Boy Hello, so I don't believe it. Just get, mending back in my armor. I should have brought the whole thing back. Okay. Because of this, we have one more dragon crate. So I even want to tag it or some more keys. I enjoy opening keys on. I haven't opened keys on stream before, but it seems but I find it. As well. Why do I keep doing this when I can do /home? Oh well, it's way outside and I'm using it. What we need? Oh yeah, the boots. Okay, sorry boots. You're gonna be mending a fight. Yay. What do we have now? Okay. So Oh, wrong thing. We don't want to kids. I've been doing a lot of stuff now. Well, that's okay. Yeah, that's amazing. So I keep forgetting that I got that. Yeah, we got mending in our armor. We just, okay, cool. Anyway. Reach. I'm just gonna do this one. Okay. 30k, of course. Wow, amazing. I'm gonna go jump out this window now. Bye. All this stuff has just sucked. No, really, it sucked. Oh my gosh. 30k, I got 60k. Oh, the legend kit. I don't want the legend kit. Is that my, that's the drum. Okay, so. I wondered, is that the only, link? No. Come, let me check. I actually haven't checked if it was the only link or not. I have not checked. Hold on. Is the bedrock friendly? I don't know. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna quickly go vote my bedrock account and see if that works. Google. Sorry, it's taking me slow. I can't even see my screen because I'm not using that. Yeah. Upvote as a sponsor. Do I have a blah? Okay. Log in. Even though I don't have one. Register. Maybe I'll register. Metal. Hasn't been doing this on stream. Okay. Agree, blah blah blah. Yes, I am a human, not a robot. Of course, someone has stolen my username, of course. Matter what? What about a lower casing? Lower thing. Oh, wait, I'm done. No, it's my username, shut up. Actually, hold on. Let me log in and see if that works. Oh yeah, I forgot I made account before, but then can't go bye bye. I don't even care anymore. Hold on. Oh hello, human that has appeared on here. Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you, human that has appeared on here. That I have if I left anything. Oh, hello, human, for joining back. Thank you. I'm still there, seconds. Don't mind me. Sorry. Hello, links. Hello. Trying to click. Okay, you know, I don't vote for invaded. Some people vote for invaded and invaded. Skip it. Okay, we left again. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm human. I'm not a robot. Shut up. Blah blah blah. I'm not a robot. Blah 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 blah. Oh, same thing. Hold on. Going to server. You already voted. Does that work? Hold on, let me check. Did it work in game? Hey, this point, yeah, fair enough. I am as well. Oh well, doesn't work. One bomb, I guess. Yeah, it's fun. I really don't know what to do in this stream now. Oh my gears. Oh man, this life goal. I don't care about that though. Sure.
Out here from the plaintiff. The floor is yours. The defendants claim that it's continuing. Continuing on with the case of Bryson v. Bryson of whether or not to adopt a dog, we will now hear from the plaintiff. The floor is yours. Your Honor, the defendants claim that adopting a dog will improve our mental state and make us happier is sheer lunacy. Dogs are messy, unruly animals. If allowed into our lives, this animal will shed everywhere, raid the trash cans, be in the house, and bark constantly. And the dog in question is a pit bull. Do I need to bring up the statistics? This case speaks for itself. Protect our resources, Your Honor. Do not be tricked into supporting an unemployed, freeloading dog. Thank you, Mr. Bryson. Mr. Bryson, your defense. The plaintiff's claim is entirely conjecture. As opposed to them, I have concrete evidence that my client is a good boy worth adopting. Presenting evidence A. Objection, Your Honor. Overruled.
Oh yeah. Destination destroyer. Okay, what do we do now? I think so. Clean shot.
Judging in favor of the defense. Hi, I'm Bryson, and today I want to tell you more stories about this creature. And later we'll be talking about his partners in crime, my sibling's dog. This is Bo, my 5-year-old rescue kitten. But he's the good one. He's never eaten a toddler, and he's not mine. He has Bluetooth connected to my soul, and I will love him forever. Even though he's the best dog of all time, that doesn't mean he hasn't been involved in various shenanigans, hijinks, escapades, and crimes. Let's take a look at his criminal record, shall we? To start off, let me tell you about the only fight Bo has ever been in. So there we were at the dog park. Bo was having a grand old ball with the other dogs. Then in walks a Great Pyrenees. For anyone that doesn't know, a Great Pyrenees is basically the closest you can get to legally owning a polar bear. He was a big boy, and his name was Wallace. Now, Bo is usually good with other dogs, but sometimes when there's a dog that's bigger than him, he feels threatened and wants to establish dominance. Bo saw Wallace and immediately decided to F around, and believe me when I tell you, he found out. Bo ran over and jumped up to put his paws on top of Wallace. Didn't like that. They started angrily barking and fighting, and the other owner and I quickly separated. But Wallace wanted to set the record straight. He walked over to Bo and placed his paw on his shoulder as if to say, Bo didn't like that. Bo growled and then jumped up to attack, but Wallace simply plowed into Bo and threw him flat on his back. No dog was hurt, but needless to say, Bo got humbled that day and hasn't tried anything like that since. To be honest, he probably needed to be knocked down a peg or two. It builds character. But, lots of dogs bark at each other. Let's crank it up from a misdemeanor to a felony. He steals garbage from my trash can and then stores it outside. It's like a dragon with a sword of gold, except it's a dog with trash. Literally, as I was writing this script, I heard him start mucking around in the back of the trash can. I get bloody noses in the winter, and my used bloody tissues are some of his favorite things to feel for some reason. I guess he has a taste for human blood now. It's probably fine. And of course, he licks everything. His paws, his butt, my face, in that order. And he also licks my arms and legs all the time. I'm starting to agree with the theory that dogs lick us because they know there are bones underneath.
How hesitate to get yours into mine.
But those are still pretty standard dog shenanigans. Let me tell you about his most diabolical, his magnum opus, if you will. At my old place, I noticed that Bo had started to lick the corner of my couch every so often. It was kind of annoying, but he had conditioned me to just be used to him, licking everything at that point. A few weeks went by, and he kept licking the couch regularly. Finally, I decided to expecting a toy or ball or something, I reached in and pulled out a stick of butter. He had stashed it in my couch for weeks. As I thought about it, I felt more and more betrayed. This wasn't just normal mindless stealing. This was calculated, it was intelligent, and it was planned. He not only stole from me, but he had the foresight to stash it, hide it in plain sight so he could savor the flavor for longer. So I'd be there on the couch petting him and loving him, unaware of him enjoying his stolen goods. And then, several times after that, I'd come home to an empty butter wrapper on my floor. And get this, as I was moving away, he took apart my bed and found another stick of butter stashed behind it. I then moved into my new house and got security cameras, and look what my camera caught! I came home and my butter tray was licked clean! The lesson you should all learn from this is that if you're within a 500-mile radius of Bo and you think you still have butter left in your house, check again. I seriously think his butter addiction is why he has such a shiny, lustrous coat. Do his crimes stop there? No. As I was saying in my I finally decided to upgrade to a big bed. In my old bed, Bo always slept with me, and he had some separation anxiety, so I decided to let him join me on my new bed. The first 2 nights went off without a hitch. Then one night, I'd step out of the shower and he peed on my bed! I immediately started screaming at him and kicked him out of the room. I stripped the bed, and fortunately, my mom had encouraged me to get a waterproof sheet for my bed. I thanked my lucky stars because it was almost game over. There's no power on earth that can unpiss a mattress. It was a close call, but my mattress was safe. I marched over to Bo, shoved the pea-stained sheets in his face, and screamed, "What is this? Why did you do this? Bad dog!" Bo looked at me like he had never looked at me before, terrified and trembling. My anger melted away, and I started crying and apologizing. Fortunately, Bo never peed on my bed again, because he's been banished from my room for all time. Seriously, this dog had it made. Sleeping in a king-size bed, and somehow he fumbled it. That's on you, Bo.
Listen, please listen. Don't turn me into a marketable blushie.
That's right. We got a new Bo blush. Isn't he the cutest thing ever? This claim, emanation does not responsible for any damages caused by the blush, such as crash orders, disadvantages, or so. Bo, do you like it? Uh-oh. Use the link in the description to pre-order it now. Okay, back to the video. On paper, all the bad stuff about dogs makes it sound torture. The feeling you get when they snuggle with you on the couch and give you kisses just emotionally makes it all worth it. Taking care of an unemployed freeloader who actively makes messes and ruins stuff is actually super rewarding. I would have never known that. Plus, he's a human child, so he doesn't get offended when I call him stupid and stinky, so he won't need therapy later in life. But he might need physical therapy because he hurt his leg. We were at a park and I told him to go down the slide. He went down and I thought it was awesome. Then I told him to do it again so I could get it on video and... Epic! Okay. He's going down the slide. Good. Yeah, go! And he hurt his leg. Just kidding, that was a lie. He was perfectly fine after that. Not even a scratch. You want to know how he really hurt his leg? We were visiting my mom and he was walking on the hardwood at a normal speed and then he slipped and fell over and started yelping. It was a freak accident. I have no idea how the slide did 0 damage and a little slip did 100 damage. Seeing my special boy have to limp around makes me so sad. Now he needs surgery to fix his leg, so I'll let you know how that goes. Everything in my power to cover it. Although it is funny that despite his injury, he still steals my trash and my butter. Nothing can stop him. But I haven't introduced you to Bo's packmates yet. Let's start with his roommate, pregnant Kira's dog, Winston. To help you get to know Winston better, I've made a list of his pros and cons. The pros: I like when he sits in my lap, and I like the way he smells. Literally everything else about him is a con. Let's get into it. His life is literally perfect, but despite this, he grumbles and groans and complains all the time. He has everything he could possibly need and more, and yet he's always like... Winston and Bo love-hate sibling energy. Winston clearly doesn't understand how easily Bo could destroy him, because he mounts off to Bo and attacks him all the time. I mean, look. Buddy, you need to check yourself before you write the bill, because I promised you it would take less than 10% of his power to evict you from this plane of existence. Of course I love Winston, but he could definitely benefit from an attitude check. Also, wiener dogs in general are just funny looking. Dogs were never supposed to look like this. But humans were like, hey look, through selective breeding, we can turn this noble creature into a cartoon character. Bo was very easily body shamed. I looked at him and said, you go pee-pee and poo outside. And he said,
Okay, I understand.
but Winston's brain is so small that potty training just doesn't work on him. He regularly poops and pees on my carpets and refuses to go outside with the dog. On multiple occasions, he is pooped right next to the dog door inside the house. He's just openly mocking me at this point. But the worst was when I moved into my new house. Everything was brand new. I was so happy when we discovered that Winston had peed in one of the only carpeted rooms in the house. Almost everything else was hardwood, and he purposefully peed on the carpet. My mind flooded with rage.
That sounds like... Well, go ahead. You need... Wait. Show me.
What are you gonna do against a Great Dane? Nibble his ankles? Luckily, Bo also has Winston's win. At that same part, growled his Bo got between them and was like,
What's going on here?
dude, you literally barked at me for no reason.
Yeah, he does that. As you would.
I like Winston, but Bo is just objectively better in every way. Watch.
Welcome. What's your name? You're a singer? Okay. Good luck. Thank you so much for auditioning on the show and for singing such a good song. Even though you haven't competed, you've already won. Pigeon, what is your name? Do you sing for a living? Alright. Sing for us.
Now it's time to introduce you to Brody and Jenstock. Molly, I think the quickest way for you to get to know her is to see what happens when you ask her to wait or show any kind of restraint at all. Here's a video of Brody asking Molly to patiently wait before being let outside to go potty.
Back up.
As you can see, she has a hard time controlling. She chirped like a bird and gets so excited. Her main goal is to lick the inside of everyone's mouth. And I'm hesitant to let her because she has literally eaten and rolled in poop before. One time, Brody was visiting and Molly wanted to spaz out and get rid of her. She started freaking out and screaming. So Brody picked her up and she started shaking and thrashing. And then pooped into the air while he was holding. Sorry, all her stories. That's just who she is, I guess. She's quite the goofball. When you dodge too many of her kisses, she gets mad and will bite your nose. She's so fast that it's hard to hold her away from your face and keep her from pooping. It's almost like she can no-clip past your defenses in order to lick your face. Also, her ears are so big and pointy, I feel like she can hear my thoughts. Brody sometimes calls her a little brute because of those big ears. And her eyes look like she started applying eyeliner and then gave up halfway through. And of course, no dog story is complete without the rite of passage of the dog almost dying. One time, Brody and Jen were cleaning out a relative storage unit when they heard Molly chewing on it. It's a freak of black woman! Oh my god! They rushed her to the vet and the vet gave her eye drops to make her vomit the poison because apparently that's the thing. I don't know anything about how any of that works. They saved her. Woo! Molly, I really thought this went without saying, but please don't eat food with rappers. And then there's my childhood dog. She's too old and dead. She can't see bladder anymore. And she's basically skin and bone. But she still seems to be enjoying life and is always happy to see me. She also recently decided to never eat dog food again. So she has fed hot dogs and chicken nuggets and leftover meat. She's living like a princess. She's had a lot of adventures and has been a fantastic fan of mine. I don't know if she'll still be alive by the time I post this video, but here's hoping.
Hello, the person that has just joined. Currently mining concrete for the chicken wings. How are you, human that has just joined? How are you? Go on, tell me. Because I've been talking to myself for like I don't know however long this year, half an hour, or now. Just checked. Yeah.
For the common ritual must be. Also, take a look at this. Judging in favor of the defendant. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the stories about the little goobers in my life. Which dog is your favorite? There's only one correct answer, by the way. Don't forget to check out the Bo plush in the merch store. Use the link in the description to check them out. Thanks to my fabulous team for their amazing work on this video. Thanks to Circle Tunes for voicing Bo, and thanks to our patrons over on our new Patreon. And thanks especially to you for watching. Watching these videos helps me continue to do my dream job, and I'll never be able to properly express my gratitude for that. By the way, while you were watching, Bo snuck into your house 250 pounds, but looking teeny, not happy. Alright, dudes. The last time I looked at Haminations, I had a really big beard on my face. I don't know if y'all saw that. And now I don't. You know why? Because today, we're going back in time. We're going back to the beginning.
Go back! I want to be monkey!
I know Bryson is gonna hate this video. Dude, I'm so sorry. I love you. You're the best. But we have to do this. Today it is time, people, to go back and look at Hamination's oldest videos. We already looked at number 1 in this video right here, this class. If you haven't seen this video, I'll link it at the end. But we are going to check out more of Bryson's early, primitive, primal animations. We're gonna go through some of his first stuff and just give our honest critique on it, our honest take. The thing is, Bryson has always been funny. He's always been a really good writer. So even though the animation looks like it came out of a cereal box, these videos are still a lot of fun. So I'm very excited to check these out. We got the Brick for the unlucky camping trip. Imagination and all pictures. We are gonna watch these very early videos and just have some fun with
there
it.
we go.
I don't know
Okay.
about y'all, but I'm in a silly,
the main
goofy mood.
number 1.
I think it's gonna be a
Let's have a look at the actual videos.
Well, strap in.
Viking, that is left.
Make sure to subscribe to me already. Okay, if we're in this video, let's not get it twisted. If you're watching this video, you're gonna have a good time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you beat the like button on this video, and then make sure you subscribe to Bryson as well. Y'all know what it is. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. People, let's go. Robert IDK, Haminations, 3, 2, 1. Animations.
Hey everybody, I've got another story for you. So when I lived in North Carolina, we had brick stairs leading up to our front door, and one of the bricks on the corner was missing.
Yikes.
And every time you walked up to the porch, you would see that brick was missing. So my mom, after years of having to look at that stupid missing brick, she decided to replace it. It was actually way harder than it seemed, because our house was old and they didn't make that kind of bricking. However, we had one more corner brick that didn't have holes in it that my mom could use to replace it. Anyways, the point is she spent a ton of time adding a brick to the stairs.
Really? I'm sorry, Bryson's mom. You sounded like a champion thus far, but a couple of years for one brick? I know Rome wasn't built in a day, but this staircase could have been repaired. Just a little brick.
We were going to go to the pool that day, so my mom left the sledgehammer that she had been using to chip off the old mortar so that she could put the new brick in, and she went inside and told me, my little brother, and his 2 friends to go outside to the car. We walked outside and I noticed the brick. I had been living in that house for years, and I was used to living in the house. This new brick looked so strange to me, and I felt like it didn't belong.
Well, you drew it the exact same as every other brick, Bryson. It's hard for us to sympathize when this looks like the perfect brick for the situation. How am I supposed to feel your pain if you drew a perfect brick? I don't know, but apparently this story's about to go awry.
So, the obvious next step for my stupid idiot
Oh, step on the brick.
that brick doesn't belong.
Step on it.
I should smash it with this sledgehammer. So I completely destroyed it. Oh gosh. Right. So then me, my brother, and his 2 friends found it. A little while later, my mom and dad walked out, and my mom saw that hours and hours
Hello, new person.
trying to find the right brick had just been destroyed.
Alright. Listen, I know you love your mom, but let's not act like she went through the underworld to get this brick. The years of pain and suffering to replace this brick. No, I don't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that hard. Literally, bro, just call it your brick dude. If I see that, I'll call it my brick dude Jerry.
Hold on, let's find message. Hold
Yeah,
on,
Jerry,
hold
I
on,
needed
people.
a new brick
Hello.
for the
Oh, hello, yes. Oh, Martha, you're the one that keeps. Hello.
Yeah, that's all it is.
You're
Okay,
watching me?
yeah, will do.
Yes, I am
I've
rich,
done it.
Martha.
10
I am
seconds. Okay,
rich.
thank you so much. Easy.
very rich.
Jerry's gonna get me a brick. I don't actually have a
Yes, I am
picture
rich.
of a brick to send him.
And I am a millionaire.
Everyone scary. Most people say it's usually
Yes.
the dad, but no, definitely not. My mom is horrified.
Yep.
My dad's not nearly as scary.
Yup.
So my mom was so mad, and she marched up to the sledgehammer.
Oh, no! Put it down, Mom, put it down! walks up with a sledgehammer and says, "Who did it?" The loyalty erodes very quickly. Loyalty is out the window.
Okay, one second.
You're expecting a Bryson off your back when your mom has a sledgehammer. Good luck, Bryson. That's wishful thinking.
I remember thinking, my mom with fire in her eyes screamed, "What were you thinking?"
I agree.
The only thing I could manage
And
to
again,
say was,
yes, I have 1.21 mil. Yes.
sat there shaking.
Yeah.
My mom turned and chucked the sledgehammer across our entire yard, and I'm thinking,
There we go. Okay.
obviously, since I lived to make this video, you can tell that I wasn't
I'm still alive.
It cost my mom a ton of work. This was so bad. Anyway, now years later, this is one of our favorite family stories, and me and my mom still laugh. Probably because of my mom's great, my mom could have easily won the $100,000 last sledgehammer. Yeah.
Yay, 600.
Yeah, what an unfathomably stupid thing to do. I don't understand.
Yeah.
You fill me in. On what? No, I mean, he said he wasn't thinking. But literally, like, I was a dumb kid, too. How dumb do you have to be? What? Okay, I know Bryson described himself as smooth brain in the one video. This is probably the best case for that. That is possibly the most smooth-brained thing I've heard him say about himself.
By the way, the wings are on the this is the actual. Those are so cool.
Years and years of growth. I just don't understand about Bryson. How on earth could that be? If you want something to bring with a sledgehammer, you can find something.
Oh, you're also playing Minecraft in this? No, true, it's okay. Right, that is hard to get past. What is this thing?
You get unlucky on a camping trip. It's sad. I have no idea what this is.
Okay.
The unlucky camping trip, people. Let's keep going.
Yay!
3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, what you are about to hear is one of the most legendary camping stories. My family loves camping, and we had actually
I'm gonna open those.
it was literally falling apart. One of the corners of the roof didn't work, and we held it up. It was duct tape all over the place, and most of the zippers were completely missing. We had finally gotten a new one, so we were really excited for our camping adventure. So we loaded up the new camper with new sheets, new pillows, new blankets, and we were off.
Is there anything more ill than a camper, guys? My family went camping all the time, but we never had a camper. I always envied those families who had, like, RVs and campers and stuff. My family, like, we could have got one, but that just wasn't our style. Should I
Are you watching then?
I want you to understand.
No, I'm not.
Real quick. I just want you to know.
What do you mean? Dan DK? No.
I just thought I'd let you know.
No.
That sounds sick.
I'm not
Close to that in the background though. Oh, did you do a typo? Robert IDK, yeah. Robert IDK, yeah, one of those videos I put in the background.
should have taken it as a backup. No. My parents went back to the house and did the necessary chores to fix the backpack. And I told his brother Brody thought it okay. Hell, went throwing the bikes on top of the camper.
Yay!
And he did one of the bike that was functional on a brand new camper.
I like
What were you thinking?
this.
Brand new camper now had a rusted backpack. I was ready for it. And we hadn't even used it yet. We were over like 50 yards from our house. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah. Like, seriously, that's what I imagine death smelling. Can you imagine taking a sewage plant, rancid milk, and that one kid in your school that has only ever taken one shower in his entire life?
Yeah, did y'all have a stinky kid in your school? One of my best homies was the stinky kid in my class. But honestly, I don't think that's a matter of not showering. I think that's like a bacterial infection. If you're like incredibly stinky, I'm totally going off topic here. I'm sorry. Do you know the stinky kid is what I'm asking you. Do you know the stinky kid? Let me know in the comments. Do you know the stinky kid? And then just reply yes. And then a year from now, as I'm checking my comments, I will just see yes, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, what stupid thing did I say in that video a year ago that I asked people to say yes to? Love doing that. One of my favorite things to do. Anyways, did you know the stinky kid? Yes, I did. And he was one of my best homies. And yeah, I think you need antibiotics when it's that stank. That's all I'm saying.
This was worse. It was what I imagined Satan on one of his scented candles, just storm of 1,000 skunk balls. My favorite. She was whining and rubbing her face on everything. New sheets, destroyed. New pillows,
Destroyed.
New blankets,
Destroyed.
New camper,
Destroyed.
It even woke up my dad, who can sleep through anything. He said it was the first time a smell actually woke him up. After the shock started to wear off and the smell started to set in, my dad decided to take Dixie to the showers and try and get rid of the smell. I still remember him saying, I'm pretty sure in the dad handbook it says if the family dog gets sprayed by a skunk, the dad has to take care of it. Those words have gone down in the family history books.
True. A story as old as time.
Oh, nice.
My family had a dog.
Wait, how do you know what video it is?
I don't think she ever got sprayed because we did the right thing. Just kidding. I feel like that's just complete luck. All right, what are the other famous dad quotes? Brody, don't pee on your brother. You have to wear clothes. It's just a fact of life and the law. For the third time, if you try to flush your Thomas tank engine, it will clog the toilet. Yo!
The song, yeah.
Bryson talked about this
Try,
later.
hold on. Say the title of the video so I know it's the correct thing.
Stop flushing things down the toilet that are not meant to be flushed down the toilet. It ain't that hard.
This was one of those campgrounds that charged quarters to use showers. So my dad took a fistful of quarters and all the shampoo, yes, all of it, and gave Dixie like 20 showers. She was miserable, and I'm pretty sure he was too. Honestly, the showers hardly did anything. She still smelled crazy bad, and now our entire camper that we had just bought 1 week ago now had a broken bumper, a big hole in the roof, and now it smelled like that. When we got home, we tried all of the skunk smell remedies that the internet could provide. We tried tomato vinegar, skunk enzyme concoction, special shampoos, hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, vanilla extract, and on and on.
You have to shave
Honestly,
the dog?
nothing worked at the time. It was funny because for months after, we could tell exactly where the skunk hit Dixie. It was on the left side of her face and left blood. Yep, that is exactly where it smelled. Several months later, Dixie finally stopped smelling, and about 6 months later, our camper finally stopped smelling.
That's crazy. The skunk smell. Yo, I ain't never been sprayed. Does it last that long? That's crazy. I mean, that is what you call an effective defense mechanism, if you ask me. That is nature doing its job. And honestly, go skunks. Skunks are another wildly misunderstood and underappreciated creature. Skunks are adorable, dude, and they want love just as much as anyone else. Look at this sweet little thing. It just wants love. It can't help that it has a spraying defense mechanism. It doesn't want a threat, you know? It's trying to protect its baby. That's why it smells so bad. Look at this skunky. Baby skunks are pretty stinking cute. I like the play on words. They're very good. Anyways, guys, listen, if skunks don't mess with you, don't mess with them. That's all I'm saying. They're just trying to make it through life. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Dog got sprayed by a skunk. No biggie. Upside is we learned clearly just how bad something could possibly smell. Which is now how we gauge all future smells. Good to have perspective.
It's good to have perspective, I agree. It's good to have these horrible experiences, being sprayed by the most putrid, horrifying stench that the world could possibly conjure up. Because then you have an idea when, you know, someone gets a stinky cheese, it's like, oh, yeah, that's some stinky cheese, but hey, I was sprayed by Ferris the skunk last month, and nothing could ever be as horrible. So maybe it's not so bad after all. That's how I feel about my illness. When I had my illness and it was at its worst, I felt what a 10 on the pain scale felt like, where it felt like my internal organs were being ripped out of my body at all times. And so, as a result, it's pretty hard to hurt me now. It's kind of cool how these things in life give us perspective. For Bryson, it's the sky.
What are you doing?
It's my
Charging up this roller coaster here.
And
Can I charge it?
friends, it is time for something very serious.
Not
If we
the
know Bryson's videos, we know it's some serious Gorilla Park and what more and what could be more serious than Gorilla Parkour mode? Apparently it's not serious enough for Bryson to fix the title,
Anyway.
the spelling in the thumbnail. Apparently not serious enough for that, but he fixed it in the title, so that's cool. Just so y'all know, Gorilla, that's how you spell it. Alright people, Gorilla Parkour mode. Who on earth knows what this could possibly be? Not me. Not me. No idea. No idea. Alright, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Patience.
Hello, guys. If any of you have any siblings, then you will understand exactly what I'm about to talk about.
Of course, Gorilla Parkour mode. Oh my! If you have siblings, you understand Gorilla Parkour mode. Let me tell you. Sorry, let me stop talking.
Exactly what I'm talking about. Most of us have experienced being teased or egged on, and we know how aggravating it can be. I have two older brothers, Brody and Brady, and they knew exactly how to push my buttons. Like seriously, they had it down to a science on how to aggravate me. But two particular times have gone down in our family history. In these two incidents, I became angrier than I had ever been before.
Wow.
And I went into a state which my brothers
Yes.
I love parkour.
That's nice.
There you go.
The 2 times I've ever gone into Gorilla Parkour. Number 1. Okay, setting the scene. We were at the church setting up for the Pinewood Derby. For those of you who don't know, the Pinewood Derby is an event for Cub Scouts to race cars that they made down a track. My dad was in charge of the Pinewood Derby, so my family and I were there early setting up. A while after we got there, Brayden and I had gotten bored and we were wandering around the church. Then Brayden found a piece of plastic broken off of one of those slidey room doors.
What'd you say? Hold on,
Picked
let me
it up
check.
and started waving it
check.
around.
My flowers, nice.
So with this family, typically, here's my approach. If I'm walking around and I see it's broken, here's my approach. Do nothing. People are gonna fix it. They're gonna handle it. They probably want all the pieces there. What is the approach in the Haminations family? Oh, something broke off something? Let me go pick it up. It's mine now. It's broken. It's mine now. I'll go cause mischief and mayhem with it. That's Brayden. That's Brayden. That sounds like Brayden.
Picked it up and started waving it around, and I was all like, whoa! Now I'm sure you all know about this universal principle regarding children. There can be multiple things around them they don't care to play with.
Yeah.
When someone else begins to use them, their mind goes, I gotta use that
Yeah.
thing. And then they will ask to use that item. This principle was at work inside my head. Brayden, let me see that thing! You can see it. You're looking at it right now. See? No, I meant The cycle of me wanting to see the thing and Brayden continuing to tease me continued for about 20 minutes.
Yep.
The anger inside me was building to dangerously high levels. And all over a stupid piece of plastic that I probably wouldn't have cared about. Brayden, give me the thing now. It's my turn. Okay, fine.
It's my turn with the broken piece of plastic. Bryson, listen to yourself. Listen to yourself for 1 second. Take pause. Take pause. Listen to yourself. You ain't need that plastic. You're good. Your life was fine before this broken piece of plastic existed. You know who would actually benefit from having that little piece of plastic? Probably the church. Probably the church. Probably the people who wanted to repair that piece of plastic. But no, go off, guys. This is yours. Of course it's yours. It's broken. When something breaks, it means it's for anyone. Woohoo! Unbelievable, you guys. Unbelievable.
Brayden, give me the thing now. It's my turn. Okay, fine. Relief flooded over me as I reached out to take the thing. Then right as the piece of plastic was almost in my grasp, Brayden pulled it away at the last second. Anger flooded my mind.
Chill!
I had entered what is now called Gorilla Parkour mode for the first time. The anger exploded out of my body as I began to chase Brayden down the hall at sonic speed. Nothing would stop me. I was willing to do anything to catch Brayden. Brayden could see this, and he ran as fast as he could away from the beast that was me. I chased him into the gym where multiple tables were set up for the Pinewood Derby. I ran in and slipped on the ground. I got up and kept chasing him.
He's entering Gorilla Parkour
Brayden
mode!
slid over the first table. Then little 4-foot Bryson filled with raw, angry, cosmic power. We got hurtled over that
Gorilla
table.
parkour!
I was gaining, and Braden began to fear for his life. Another table was slid over, then hurtled.
Wow.
I drew closer to Braden. He was headed toward a table right in front of the door for his escape. He slid over, and I attempted my final hurdle, only to have my foot catch on the table and slingshot my face into
Ow.
it. But I wasn't finished yet.
Because a gorilla never gives up! True, yeah, he activated his gorilla parkour mode. His gorilla strength kicked in. Those gorilla chest muscles broke his fall, and he's still going. If Brayden thinks he's getting away with this, it ain't happening.
I flew out the door and rocketed down the hallway in my pursuit. 10 feet away. 5, 2, 1!
Get him!
During my energy left me and I couldn't keep up.
Oh.
I'd exited gorilla parkour mode and Braden's life was no longer in jeopardy. I fell to the ground exhausted. But hey, after that he let me hold the thing!
Yeah!
Totally. Okay, now for the second time I've ever entered gorilla parkour mode.
Oh.
This time was triggered by my oldest brother, Brody. Me and him were playing tag on a playground. Because Brody was a much bigger child than me, still is.
Not anymore. Actually, I don't know. Bryson might be bigger than Brody. That would be crazy. That dude just keeps growing. He keeps defying the odds. Anyways, yeah, no, he would have been way smaller than Brody now because Bryson decided to, at the age of 22, become a titan of a man.
He was able to avoid me in most all my efforts to tag him. After a few minutes, I was finally able to tag him. Ha! You're it! Nope, you didn't say the magic word. What's the magic? Gotta catch me again to find out!
What?
As I'm sure you can predict, this cycle continued for around 20
Until he entered
minutes.
gorilla parkour.
I managed to tag him, and then he would add more magic words.
Oh.
At this point, Brody had begun his cycle. He would run up the stairs and wait, then I would come up the stairs, and he would go down the slide and wait. Then I would go down the slide, and he would run up the stairs. This continued for some time. The rage began to build inside me once again.
Gorilla mode activate!
The magic words at that time were poop, butt, and fart. As you
Those are the magic words. I'm too old for this, you guys. I was expecting some real magic words, like anti-disestablishmentarianism, you know? Butt and fart. Are you serious? Is that what it was? Yeah, that's it. Really, wow, brilliant, Brody. That was so worth catching you over. I'm so glad I burned 3,000 calories chasing you up and down this slide so I can learn these legendary magic texts passed down from generations. Poop, butt, and fart. Thank you, Brody. You're an inspiration to us all.
As you can see, Brody was very creative in his magic word creation process.
Yes.
I ran up to the top of the playground only to see Brody go down the slide again for the 5th time. I had had it. Nothing would stop me from tagging Brody at this point.
Gorilla. Stop it!
I had entered gorilla parkour mode once again. In my rage, I hurled myself off the 10-foot playground.
Oh my gosh!
But that wouldn't stop me from I immediately sprung up in combat position, ready for pursuit. My body crunched on the ground, very immediately, and he fell to the ground laughing.
Oh,
No
good!
chasing was needed for catching my victim.
Good!
He was on the ground laughing. I shot over to them and tagged him. Magic words are poop, butt, and fart.
Yes! Yes!
I tagged him. But then I got caught.
So here's how you win in these situations. Here's how you win. And here's the great secret. If you have an older brother, larger brother, and you're tagging him, and the game's just not over. He just keeps going with the nonsense. Here's what you do. You ask your father or your mother or whoever, hey, can you sign me up for a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class? And then you don't tell your older brother, don't tell him this. You start training in some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu grappling, and you will be able to hold your older brother down, even if he's bigger than you. You sink in the rear naked choke. It's over. It's over. You win. You ain't need to say no poop. You ain't need to say no bud. You're good. You're good. That is the strategy. You want to win those moments. You want to win in those moments. That's what you do.
Anyways, now I know you all must be thinking, wow, Bryson, your brothers are total jerkwads. But you're wrong. They have actually gained a respect for me, and I for them. We all love each other, but don't get me wrong. Their fear of gorilla parkour mode is definitely a factor in this
Good.
respect.
Good. Be
I
afraid.
have not entered gorilla parkour mode in years, but it is still a possibility. The moral of the story is, don't tease your younger sibling too much, or the same raw, angry, cosmic power they may try against you.
terms of striking, I could probably win. But the thing is, you're not allowed to do that. So unfortunately, if we go into guerrilla warfare, not guerrilla warfare, he would probably win. But, I don't know what I'm
Nice.
saying. Well, God, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna abandon this one. I think this train of thought has gone on long enough. Bryson, next time I see you, I will keep the guerrilla parkour mode, knowledge, lore in my brain, and I will make sure not to let that happen. I can't imagine what I would do to anger you to such a degree, aside from, I don't know, maybe reacting to your first videos that you're embarrassed by. But aside from that, I think I'm okay. But if I do see you again, just please try to forget that this video exists, and let's have a peaceful friendship. Alright, people. Next one. Anything more natural. The imagination of a child. Actually, he's been working since he did this. You know what I'm saying? Let's just watch the video. I don't mean get everything in the water.
Moments later.
Wait, guys. Sorry, I just went to refill my water. My boys are looking so cute. I gotta show you. Oh, it's a couple of muffins, isn't it? It's just, oh my goodness. Look at them. There's Mr. Mouse, and there's Hello, Goofy Bears. Hello, little bears. Okay, alright. Let's give them a little bit of kisses. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Oh, thank you, Mr. Raptor. Oh, look, everybody, give it a kiss. Thank you so much. This is not a planned part of the video, but here we are. I guess I'm not sure about this line. And reaching in, getting them some food. Alright, bears. Look, give me your food right here. Why not? Just take the food right there. Oh, yeah, get out. There you go. There you go. Enjoy muffins. Oh my gosh, they're already going for it. Enjoy muffin bears. And here we are. My imagination
That's
controls
crazy. Nice. Thanks. There's a game, just in Minecraft in general.
Okay, just to start off, this video is gonna be really weird because my imagination is really weird. I've always been a creative kid, but some of the things I imagine even make me like, what the heck? Here's something. Have you ever heard the word impeach? For anyone who doesn't know, the word impeach means when a high-level government official, like a president, is charged. It will sometimes mean that they are voted out of office. But what I imagine right here is this. Look, walking into, hey, why is it so dark in here?
He's in a pinch. Bryson, I got you. I see where this goes.
Hey, why is it so dark in here? Impeached. Wait. Oh no! We get into a trap. Now the president gets stuck inside a magical beach.
Yeah, he does. It happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone at some point.
Oh, okay. On to the next one. So I have these little creatures I made up called Scrumbos, and they look like this.
Yeah, horrible. I know, I'm sorry. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I don't care. I'm nice enough to you the rest of the time, Bryson. Why on earth would you make a character that has legs? Literally, the worst, most unlikable character of all time. Why? Your other characters are fine.
Scrumbos, Grompers, the Pithecus, and the Conclusion. Clushkins, and the Gremlins.
Scrumbos, I don't understand. I don't understand the Scrumbos. Okay, let me give you a chance to explain yourself, but I'm not convinced that you're gonna convince me of anything.
But me and my wavy ribbons, index and middle fingers as the legs, and they would walk around like this.
Okay.
And there are two types of Scrumbos. Normal ones and sword ones.
Huh?
Sword ones move really fast and slice people. And here's what a fight
Ow.
between them would look like.
Wow.
Okay.
When I, as a kid, would think of hands moving, I would be like this. These are the arms and these are the legs. Hey, punk, you got a problem with me? Try me, sucker.
What is blank, had feelings, could walk around and stuff. I'm tired of being pushed around. Run!
That's so sad.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, you got a text!
Oh,
Hey, you got another text!
that's fun.
Hey, someone's calling you!
I got nothing.
What if all these living things fought for their rights in a court of law? Like the dust particles would be like, we demand that the oppression from the vacuum cleaners end!
I would just move to the mountains. If the world had that much politics in it, where dust particles are fighting for their rights, I'm moving to the mountains. I can't do this. I can't do this, people. I can't think about all these things. Having empathy for all living creatures as it is something that requires energy, right? If we start, and I do it because I do care about all living things. Dust particles? No, I'm moving to the mountains. I'm moving to the mountains if we're doing that.
Another thing I like to imagine is what if the laws of physics were just that? Laws. Laws that could be broken, but it was just illegal. Hey, no defying gravity. Round them up, boys.
Can't do that. Yeah.
Or what if two people were fighting, and one person threw the other one so hard that he flew around the whole Earth? But then the guy harnesses the energy of going around the Earth into an awesome kick. Kablam!
Possible.
What if you could draw something, and it would just come to life and walk around through the friends?
Would not
So
go
anyway, that's just a tiny peek into my imagination. I'm sure there will be a part 2 to this one, because we are just scratching the surface. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And people, I know I said it. I said it preemptively. Okay, I said it preemptively. I said it too early. I said it too early in the video. But now that you've seen the video, now that you've seen how brilliant, how wonderful this video is. Yeah, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, oh my goodness. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you really watching this video and you're not subscribed? If you're one of those people, oh my gosh. Listen, I'm not judging you, but like, be serious. You should subscribe. That would probably be the right thing to do. Anyways, what a wonderful imagination. And it looks like he did. Oh, and he did it part 2 with the amazing The amazing. Guys, I'm not gonna mess it up. It will not take me 4 videos like it took me to stop saying Rebecca Parham and start saying Rebecca Bear. Here's the part 2. So guys, if you want a part 2 of this where we go on the next round of early Bryson videos, this video needs 15,000 likes. And if you want to get even more than that, you can. If you want to really show me that you want more of this, you let me know. So now, people, we have just one more to close it out. Let's just have a little bit more fun before I send you off to hold your laundry. Or just watch another Robert Eddie K video. You know, do what you want to do. Mortgage exchange. Saying, but that's okay, because we're all different. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go, people. Okay, last one. Again, no idea what to expect. Target fixation. Uno, dos, tres, dos. Okay, bro, I was gonna run.
Hello, everyone. So today, I'm gonna tell you about 2 very recent bike crashes I've had. Both were unfortunately when I was borrowing my mom's bike. Okay, here's the first one. I was riding along just fine, and then we started to go down. I was going pretty fast, and I was honestly a bit scared. I've never been that great on bikes. I saw way down the hill a giant pole, and I kept on thinking, don't hit the pole, don't hit the pole.
Don't hit the
Then right at the critical moment, my muscles tensed up, and I went off the sidewalk, and I hit it.
Are you kidding me, Bryson? Do you have any idea? How difficult it is, or how easy it is to not hit a pole when you're like 50 feet away? You have to, if you're like 50 feet away from a pole, to hit the pole, you have to go the exact like 0.5 degrees towards that pole. That is what we call the intrusive thought. When people say, hey, don't let the intrusive thoughts win, Bryson just let the intrusive thoughts win. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen, Bryson. I don't know, guys. You need more, you just need more mental fortitude than this. I know Bryson has done well for himself. He's doing good now. But Bryson, I am amazed that you made it this far if you couldn't avoid hitting the ball.
It hit the gear shift and broke it, and I had to tell my mom. She wasn't very happy because she uses that bike like every day for exercise, and now she couldn't even shift gears. My dad bought a new shifter and replaced it, so my mom had the use of her bike back again.
Good.
The very next time I used that bike, we were riding back from a restaurant, and it was just a straight path, completely straight. You would think that on a straightaway path, nothing back to
He'll figure out a way to mess it up.
I saw these 2 tiny poles off the side of the
Oh,
sidewalk,
no!
and I thought to myself, I'm gonna try and avoid that.
Okay, I see where this is going. Like, at this point, I'm thinking, is Bryson the one person on Earth who is literally more safe biking with a blindfold on than not?
Because he just keeps letting the intrusive thoughts win.
And you can't do that. On a moving vehicle, you cannot let the intrusive thoughts win. Bryson? Stop.
Get some help.
All of a sudden, I noticed I was on the very edge of the sidewalk. I tensed up again, and I couldn't turn the wheel because I thought if I did, it would slip off and I would crash. I kept looking at the 2 poles thinking, okay, this is starting to become a problem. I seriously need to avoid those poles. The bike slid off the sidewalk and bounced around in the rough dirt. I was heading straight toward the 2 poles. Okay, I seriously need to turn the bike. But my muscles tensed up again because I thought if I turned too sharply, a rock could hit it and tip the bike. And you know that moment when time slows down and you know something bad is about to happen?
Oh, I know something bad is about to happen. That is you, Bryson. That's why I know something bad is about to happen. 99.9% of people could have avoided those balls. Oh, you know that moment where you just feel like something bad is about to happen? Because it's you. Because it's you. Oh my goodness, Bryson. What are we gonna do with you? What are we gonna do with you, bud? You can't avoid the 2 balls from 100 feet away. Okay. Is it me? I'm okay. I am safe. My family is safe. I don't need to worry about this. But boy, you gotta stop letting those intrusive thoughts win. You gotta stop.
And you know that moment when time slows down and you know something bad is about to happen? And there's literally nothing you can do about it at all? Yeah, that's me right now. My front tire went through the 2 poles and slammed right into the crankshaft where the gears. They were completely bent and ruined. The bike was unrideable, and I had to call my mom and tell her that I broke her bike again. What are the odds?
What are the odds
just
for a
fucked
normal
my own
person?
thing,
I don't know,
sorry.
1 in a million. For you, 1 in 1, probably.
I remember thinking that I felt like I had been pushed off the edge of the sidewalk by some magical force. After the extreme annoyance at breaking the bike again, my dad said that he had heard about something like this, and he looked it up. What he found was target fixation. Target fixation is an intentional phenomenon observed in humans, in which an individual becomes so focused on an observed object, be it a target or a hazard, that they inadvertently increase the risk of colliding with the object.
How are
So,
you?
yeah. Me looking at the
Hello.
telephone pole and thinking, I hope I don't hit that, or me seeing those pipes and thinking, I really need to avoid that, apparently made my subconscious go, hey, he's looking at those pipes. I feel like we should smash right into them. Just a feeling, but I'm going for it. Why, Brain? Just why?
That explains Bryson with the dogs now. Bryson talked about this in his Cats vs. Dogs video about how he sees a cute dog and he has to pet. It's not
Oh,
he
nice.
has to go and pet that dog. And I experienced that firsthand at VidCon when I met Bryson. A dog was around, he had to go up to it. I actually got a video of it because I was like, yeah, this is exactly what he was saying. Here you go.
Oh, my dog wants to eat the tail.
When Bryson sees a dog, he has the urge to go and pet it immediately. Yeah, Bryson now, at least your target fixation is, like, in a healthier place now, Bryson. Like, rather than running into poles at 50 miles an hour, you're running into dogs with love. And that's a much healthier coping mechanism.
Why, Brain? Just why? So be careful out there, everyone. If there's something that you need to avoid in life, don't look look at it too hard, or you'll most likely slam right into it.
Oh no, I hate $10 million. I hate $10 million so bad. I would hate if I crashed into $10 million by accident.
So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Don't forget to hit the button. Don't forget it. Well, Bryson, I would never forget. Guys, this was an extremely fun video. I had so much fun doing this. I'm just gonna call it right there. Bryson has always been a great storyteller. That has not changed. These early videos have a really special quality to them. I really, really enjoy them. So I would love to do it more if you guys are down with that. And people, you know what time it is. Make sure you are subscribed to Bryson's channel. He did all the hard work on these videos. I am just out here being a silly goofball about it. Here's the whole playlist of times we have looked at Haminations videos. If you have not seen all these videos, make sure you are caught up on the whole series, people. There's a lot of fun stuff to watch. Here's a video that YouTube thinks you will like in particular, just for you. And people, thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate you. I hope you have a really awesome rest of your day. Peace! Whoa! So, you liked the Jaden video, didn't ya? Well, so did I. I also like it when my videos get like 200,000 views in a couple days. So I have a pretty good excuse to go back and watch this incredible channel one more time. My friends, we are back on Jaden Animations, legendary animation channel that I am just now seeing for the first time because I'm weird. Last time we looked at some really fun ones, and we got to know Jaden just a little bit. But today, I have picked out some ones that my horrible nightmare project. Things I feel guilty about. These seem like some crazy stories. But we're gonna work our way up there with a short little one to get to know Jaden a little bit better. My childhood stories. I think this is another just like things that happened while I grew up. And so Jaden, we gotta get to know you just a little bit better.
And then we will enter your nightmares.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm really excited for this video. This is gonna be so much fun. Let's learn about the crazy childhood Jaden Animations.
I was a child once.
Weren't we all?
Alright, into the stories. I was a good kid growing up. I did what my parents said, followed their rules, ate what they put on my plate, maybe a bit too well. Flashback to the green bean incident.
It's 10 seconds. I'm not going to pause and ask questions about the green bean incident, but we can't just let that go by and not acknowledge.
My mom told me that when I was a small toddler, sometimes I'd have horrible tantrums and rip all the sheets off my bed and sweep everything on my shelves or in an emotional outrage. She'd have to crack my door open afterwards and say, "Are you done?" So she could help me put everything back. If I wasn't, she'd lock me in my room for a bit longer as I continued being an indignant little tornado.
Well, that's nice. That's your mom's reaction? Ripping off your bed sheets and knocking things onto the floor and screaming? And your mom's not like, "Jaden, stop ruining all the things we bought you." She's like, "Are you done?" And she'll help you. Are you kidding me? How did you turn out to be such a good person? Being able to do this without consequences as a child.
I've grown out of that. I'm so conditioned to want to follow the rules and not do anything bad that people on multiple occasions have told me, "Jaden, you're so good all the time. You've got to be rebellious every once in a while." And I say, no. Is that a start? I'm such an obedient kid. I've only been grounded once in my entire life. And that story is pretty pathetic. I was maybe 6 at the time, and my parents were going out for a date night or whatever to get out of the house. Understandable. Jax was a pretty exhausting kid to deal with, so they left us with a babysitter. Now, as a kid, having a babysitter is emotionally conflicting. On one hand, you don't want this rando middle school kid to be telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Go to bed. You're not my mom. You're not even old enough to go to the bathroom at school without asking for permission.
I mean, can people at school go to the bathroom without permission? Is there an age when that's suddenly okay? No. Like in high school, you still have to I guess you don't need to ask for permission? I guess you don't need to ask for permission? Am I remembering this wrong? I guess kids would just get up and go sometimes. Guys, okay, comments. Is that normal? Let me know in the comments if that's normal. I was a babysitter though. I got so lucky when I was like 12 or 13 or whatever. I was a babysitter, and I was trying to save up money to get an Xbox 360. And so I had this kid who all we did was I brought over my Wii and a bunch of games, and we just played games together for 4 hours straight, and I got paid $10 an hour. And that kid loved when I came over, and I bought my Xbox 360. It was sick. Anyways, apparently this doesn't go as well. Let's see.
You're not even old enough to go to the bathroom at school without asking for permission. Don't tell me what to do. But on the other hand, babysitters let you get away with way more than your parents. Oh, yeah, Mom always lets us have 3 Oreos. It's okay. It's fine, don't worry. Normally, I have 2 Oreos. So, it was getting late that night, and before it was my bedtime, I wanted to play outside on our rickety little playset. Now, I'd already gotten ready for bed. I was in my pajamas and brushed my teeth, but I figured it's not past my bedtime yet, so everything's
No,
okay.
don't get your
So the
pajamas
babysitter
dirty.
watched me swing on the swings for like 5 minutes and then go down the slide one time.
That's not what you do. As an adult who is like so into the science of resting and calming down, because I'm crazy most of the time, the concept of, I'm getting ready for bed, but you know what would be good? Accelerating my heart rate to 150 beats per minute. Let's go on the slide and the swings. That is like literally the worst pre-bed activity you could possibly have.
In the morning when my parents were back, I woke up and they were like, "You're in trouble."
Ooh.
Did I do something? What do you think?
Third Oreo.
Say that to children, by the way. What do you think you did? I don't know. Seems like you don't even know what I did, and they're trying to get me to rat myself out. The babysitter told us that last night you played in the backyard in your pajamas.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Don't get your pajamas dirty, Jade. She didn't even comment on this, but I knew. So in Canada, we always take our shoes off.
Please don't tell me it's it. Against match. Yeah, I know. I saw it. It's not his. I don't think I should. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll gladly take it then. Just talk. I'm just gonna try this as well. Oh, okay, good side of it. Chicken Island is so cool. Yay! I'm gonna be bummed in a couple of days. I'm in danger. Oh yeah, this is I'm gonna go back to that work again. Smart is going away. Yay.
When we go into a house, like that's just like normal practice everywhere I've lived in Canada. For some reason in the States, that's not a common practice, and I have to tell people, hey, I prefer when people don't wear their outdoor shoes in my house. Americans, do you really like wearing your shoes inside? That's so uncomfortable. Anyways, my point being, I would never wear my pajamas outside if I'm playing on the swings and the slide.
Okay, see you, Martha.
We don't want you playing outside in your pajamas.
I get it.
You're grounded.
Oh.
What the heck? So I was grounded for a day because I played outside in my pajamas.
Jade, don't gaslight me, Jade. Don't act like that's the craziest thing ever. Literally, don't play outside at night in your pajamas. Like, I agree with your parents, Jade. Don't gaslight us. Okay, the grounding is extreme, but still.
But I cheated like 5 minutes of TV by sleep watching from around the corner, so who's the rebellious one now? There's this golf course a block or two down from my house that had a little lake, and my dad and I would ride our bikes to it every once in a while to feed ducks.
Oh.
Also, yes, I know ducks shouldn't eat bread. You didn't know that? Don't
Yes.
feed wild ducks bread.
Yep.
Give them candy bars. We
No.
were feeding the ducks, minding our own business, when all of a sudden we hear from across the lake, Mabel! Mabel!
Duck
It was
can
a neighborhood
talk.
of houses next to the golf course so people could look out and see the golfers. And in the distance across the lake, some lady was yelling, Mabel!
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 Wonder where Mabel is. Mabel!
Mabel!
My dad and I didn't know what to do. This lady in the distance thought I was Mabel when I was not
I am
Mabel.
Jaden.
I am Jaden. But she didn't know that. Mabel, what are you doing? Get back here! We pedaled away. Now, let's put ourselves in the point of view.
That's the end! That's the end of that story, dude! I need to know. There are two great mysteries in this life. One, what did the man with the heavy accent mean by onions on the side when James worked at Subway? Number two, who is Mabel Woman? Who is Mabel Woman? The two greatest mysteries that humankind has ever had to go through.
Now, let's put ourselves in the point of view of this lady across the lake. She walks out into her backyard. What a wonderful evening. I think I'm gonna treat myself to some relaxation time out in my backyard. Working my 9-to-5 job and managing 3 children as a single mom sure is hard work, especially since my doctor says I need to lower my stress
Oh
because
my
it's starting to
gosh.
take a toll on my depression. It will be a bit too much creative interpretation. She's in the backyard, she looks out across the lake, and what? Who's that? Is that little old Mabel across the lake? How'd she get there? And wait, is that a strange man with her? What the? Mabel, what are you doing? Get over here! That girl is in so much trouble when she gets back home. I've told her so many times about the dangers of. Is she running away with him? Nope, Mabel wasn't in too much trouble when she got back home. Sorry, Mabel. Just a.
That would be terrifying. If that's the case, if that's what the woman really thought, that would be terrifying. I'd be screaming and crying. I wouldn't just be like, I wouldn't be angry screaming. I would be crying. Listen, bro, I played Heavy Rain. I know how this goes.
This story didn't happen necessarily during my childhood, more teenagehood. But I think it's kind of funny, so I'm telling it. I went ice skating with a couple of friends one winter, maybe when I was 15, 16. It was busy, but not too busy. Side note, one time my friend invited me to go ice skating, and we were the only two there. It was dope, but also felt like a weird ice rink Twilight Zone.
Oh, I hate that.
Anyway,
theme
so
song.
we
I
were
hate
skating
that
around,
theme song.
like what we went there to do. I'm not anywhere near close to a good ice skater, but I hadn't fallen on my butt or head, so I considered it a successful day.
Good. I'm gonna not take this opportunity to go into a tangent about how I'm a dope ice skater because I'm Canadian and played hockey for 12 years. I'm gonna choose to not use this moment to flex. I love skating so much. If any YouTubers want to become my best friend and go ice skating with me, that would be sick, dude.
After a while, we decided to do one more loop around the rink, and right before we were done, this little boy skates up to me. I wasn't very old at the time, but he was definitely younger than me, maybe 13 or something, I don't know. I looked down at him confused, and he goes, I like your hat. Oh, by the way, I was wearing a knitted hat that looked like a raccoon, so
Aww.
it was a good hat. Will you hold something for me? Okay, and I'll never forget what he says. This is possibly one of the smoothest things I've ever heard from a little 13-year-old
Oh, no.
boy.
My
So he goes, will you hold something for me?
Oh, the
and I go,
hand.
like, okay, what is it? And he goes, my hand.
Heck yeah. The risk.
On what he was gonna say, but that one definitely caught me off guard. I was so startled by his, what would you even call that, pickup line request, that I stumbled back, forgetting I was on ice skates. I didn't fall, but I definitely did one of those weird twisty maneuvers that your body pulls when it's off balance and trying not to fall down. The boy skated off because I think he wasn't expecting to actually physically startle me. Thinking about it, if you were to try and use a pickup line on someone and their immediate response is to be so surprised they almost fall backwards, that, I don't know how to interpret that. Obviously, it's not what you want, but, I mean, that's gotta be some sort of achievement.
More childhood magic from the Jada. Some good stories. I dig it. Now, are you ready to ramp up the craziness? We have introduced ourselves further to Jada, and now we can go into this. Yeah, this has almost 40 million views, so it must be a lot more entertaining than doing a group project at school. But let's find out. Let's go. 3, 2.
Alright, yeah, I know I just made a video about school stuff like a couple weeks ago. You know what? I just gotta vent a little here, okay? You'll understand it a bit. For my graphic design history lecture, we had to make 4-minute videos every chapter we covered during the semester. And the horrible twist was, it was a group project. Now, the thing about a college lecture is that you don't know anyone. You come in, sit down, listen to the professor talk for like an hour and a half, and then you leave. Maybe one time you'll forget a pencil and have to ask the person sitting in front of you for one, and then you forget to give it back, and now you have some random stranger pencil. They don't care. No one cares. Welcome to college. When the professor dropped it off that it was a group project, everyone was like, "God, yeah, I know. Pretend like I know these hockey talks." Basically, everyone just turned around to the closest person around them and like, "You want to be in a group? Okay."
Beings, including myself, I hated doing that.
I just checked fingers.
Saying experience so much that they are willing to risk having a terrible group partner because they don't want to interact with more people. Interacting with new human beings is so hard that you'd rather risk having the worst partners ever than talking to more than the first people you meet.
I ended up with these 2 other girls, and because I don't want to say their real names, I just googled most annoying girl names, and Google gave me Bernice May and Blood Ring. Anyone out there named Bernice May and
For sure,
Blood Ring?
that'd be kind of
Sorry,
annoying.
I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but Google has spoken. So now I've got Bernice May and Blood Ring here in the group with me. The project
Bernice May. What is that? No, I know there ain't no Bernice Mays in the comments. I know there ain't no Bernice Mays. Don't go changing your name to Bernice May and then commenting on this video. I am offended. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Now I've got Bernice May and Blood Ring here in a group with me. The project was assigned to us like the beginning of April, so we had about a month to get it done. We wrote down our contact info and went on with our day. I was pretty swamped with work at the time, so I wasn't too concerned with
Yeah,
getting started
sneaks
right
up.
away. 2 weeks passed and no one was saying anything. At this point, I decided to take initiative and make a group text. Hey guys, it's Jaden from Design History. We should probably start thinking about the project soon. When are y'all free? I didn't get a response, but you know what? It's fine. I'm sure they've got their own stuff to do. I won't judge. It's not a big deal. Another week goes by, and I still haven't heard anything. Alright, time to get serious. We've got a week to do this now, and we've got none. We've got one text in a group chat saying that we should start thinking about the project that no one's answered. That's what we've got. I took double initiative and decided to get things going by splitting up the chapters evenly between us. There were 7 in total, which meant that one of us was going to have to cover 3, while the others only had 2. I was nice and gave the 3 chapters to myself. Group project chivalry. Then I set up a Google Drive project so we could all work on it without needing to physically get together, and texted everyone again. I made a plan with them that Monday. Meet up on Friday to record notes and slides, so we have a weekend to edit the video for next Monday.
Really cutting it close, Jade. So they did reply. Definitely let us know that these Bernice May and Blood reply. I've been on the edge of my seat. Like, I thought they were gonna go ghost, and then you were gonna find out they had different groups or something. My mind was going in so many directions.
I know, not as creative as I could get, but I wasn't about to go crazy overboard here. Okay, we've got a good plan. Not too much stress, bit last minute, but it's always right, so it's not that bad. I had a lot of work during the week, but I got my slides and notes done and was ready to film on Friday. But Thursday night, I get a text from Bernice May. Hey, so I can't meet up with you guys tomorrow because I have something going on. I got that feeling. Like this is the start of something really bad. A little snowball of horribleness that was about to start barreling down the hill and crash right into my little cabin. What? I mean, we planned this on Monday. You should have told us that it didn't work for you or something came up. What about meeting over the weekend? I have work from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
7 a.m. to
Saturday
10 p.m.
and Sunday.
No way, Bernice May. That's cap. Stop the cap. I am not buying that, Bernice. You know what? You know what this is? Bernice May, this is you right now. This is you right now. And I ain't buying it. But you can buy these IDK hats at robertidk.net for a limited time. If you're digging this video, open up a tab and pick yours up. And they arrive really quickly. They literally will take like a week or so. Thank you.
I have work from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. This frickin' before too much time passed, I updated Blood Rain on the situation. We came to the conclusion that we could just do audio recordings of our notes and edit them on top of the slides so Bernice May could record on her own time. Alright, back on track. Bit of a bump there, but it's all good now. We've still got a solid plan. Back when we were still planning everything, we decided as a group to have Bernice May edit the video, but I decided Yeah, no, I do not trust this girl.
Yeah, you're the
I'm gonna
creator.
edit the whole show.
Jake.
I know it's not balanced at all with the amount of work I had to do compared to the other girls. You know what? It's fine. Whatever.
That was my life too. I feel like every YouTuber was the video editor in group projects, right? Because Jaden, I completely relate to this. Whenever we had to do a video for a group project, I had to like take the reins on like everything. I did like all the work, but I was like, "Yo, it's sick. I can go out ahead. I've been doing it since I was 12 years old." Doing it, but also I just enlisted myself to do all the work.
It's better than worrying all weekend about if Bernice may even know how to upload a video to you. I get a text Friday morning from Brother. I'm at the library. We're still meeting up, right? I asked her why, and she said, to record. We don't need to meet up for that, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she doesn't know how to record audio or something, and she needed help. So I head over to the library with my microphone, and we get a table in the corner. Alright, so just read off your notes into the mic, and I'll put them in the video. And you know what this girl does? She starts reading the most horrendous notes I have ever heard in my entire years. This girl, this is what she did, right? When I made my slides in the project, I had terms, vocabulary, and key artists from the chapter. The notes look like this. A few main points and terms, and then a couple artists. The reason they look so barren is because in my audio, I was going to explain them. Bloodbrain literally looked at my slides and said, alright, this is what I have to do.
Oh, no! You're reading tiles! This is how you're reading tiles! No, Bloodbrain, you cannot do that. No one's gonna watch my Jaden animation review videos if this is the video. Thing that happened while I grew up. 39 million views 4 years ago. 222 views per hour. My childhood obsession with animals. 39 million views 3 years ago. No. You gotta explain that.
Wrote her notes exactly like my slides and thought she could just read them like that without any detail or cognitive thought. Are you kidding? How did you reach the preschool? Sat there and just skip while the girl read the statistics in the notes that most students use notes. Imagine what she was done. She just turned and looked at me like, I'm done. Do you have any notes explaining what you talked about? No. You get some notes explaining all your terms and artists because for the video you have to explain why you put them in the video, you know? Oh, okay. So go back to my dorm and have to make a video. Okay, that was pretty bad, but it's fun. So fix them, send them to me, and we get stuff.
No, she won't, because Jaden, you're dealing with a certified dingus. If she was smart enough to give you notes and explain it good and come back with good work, she wouldn't have been dumb enough to read it the way she did in the first place. Jake, you're dealing with a dingus? I know where this is headed.
No big deal. Things pretty fun. You damn it to this. It's fun. Okay, guys, so can you get me your audio by tonight or tomorrow so I have time to edit the video by Monday? Tonight. There's no audio to me past the event on stuff. Alright. So I literally got 1 day to basically do this entire project now. I'm pretty pissed about this, but I'm too tired at this point to get angry. Like I said, I had a lot of work to do during the week. I just don't have the energy left to take care of being mad. I woke up at 8 the next morning and got to work. Okay, so first things first. I've got to edit all our audio together. I opened up all the clips and put them into the audio software. Remember how the video was supposed to be 3-4 minutes long? This was 16 minutes. What the frig? That's 400% over the limit.
So now you wish Bloodbrain did have her short notes. It looks like Bloodbrain was doing the right thing from the get-go, Jaden. Who's the silly buns now?
Their recording went past the time limit just on their own without anything else. Oh shoot! I guess I'll have to listen to this whole thing and see if I can somehow manage to edit it under the limit. I hit play and began listening to the recording. And I couldn't believe what was playing back to me. This is how much I didn't know the girls in my years. I hadn't even heard their voices before this project. The first part was Bernice, and she had the thickest, almost undecipherable Asian accent I have ever come across. I really don't mean to be rude or disrespectful or any of that. It's freaking hard to learn a second language. Massive props to whoever's bilingual. But come on. My roommate came in and I played her the recording, and her facial expression morphed into well, I am both indisposed and extremely sorry for you. At one part, Bloodbrain literally recorded herself on her phone in a car. Wow, look at this great audio! Oh, just recording audio for my final project, not much. I ended up spending 2.5 hours just cutting all her audio down. I think it still ended up being like 5 or 6 seconds over, but I couldn't do anything else about it, and I didn't even have the video portion started. So sharing you all because of how I literally spent the entire day working on the Dawn project by myself. No, you know what, not even by myself. My team was literally tripping me up, making it more worse than if I just did it completely on my own. And you know how I kept saying that I was really busy during the week with other things? Yeah, I meant busy as in every single day leading up to that Friday, I had a major final exam for a different class to do.
Oh, that's so true. Like, not even mention it. Like, that adds so much additional stress. It's like this whole project, it wasn't just for school in general. It was for one class. Like, what, 5 or 6 courses probably? Exam time is the worst. You just have to, like, pray that you don't get multiple exams on the same day. Oh my gosh. You know what, guys? I so go back. And now thinking about that level of stress, it's like, oh my gosh. Never again. Never again. It's making me relive some demonic memories, guys. It's making me relive some pain.
You guys suck. Just as I started exploring the final project, one of my really good friends came by to see if I wanted to go get something to eat. He noticed how absolutely awful I was. What happened? I spent a week rest in the day with a few of my buddies. Then at 11:30 in the freaking PM, I got a
That's the very worst voice crack ever. I'm sorry. Cameron, let's play it back. We gotta play it back.
in the freaking PM.
I'm sorry. Let's do it again.
At 11:30 in the freaking PM, I got a text. None other than how's the video going? Wow, I'm glad you're so concerned with the video that you decided to check up on it 30 minutes before the printed time. Didn't shoot after 8 hours ago. What the heck? I literally did. The entire project was back. She was done in 1 day. I guess it makes too much fun. I know, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I don't know what to do. But after this out, I got it. I honestly didn't have any energy left to explain about how my
I just meant like when you said it's okay when you're stressful. I just embody that stress. I don't need this as myself in this situation. I need to separate myself from
any energy left.
The really painful thing about it, though, is you probably all still got the same part. You obviously deserve more, but professors in university, they don't know all the students personally, so there's no way of them knowing. So they're not going to reach out and ask you, like, who is the most important in the best grade? It's like, no, they'll just give everyone the same grade. That's the painful thing about university. It's like, I can't believe that was a time in my life. I started my YouTube channel while I was in university. So much time has gone by since then. It's crazy.
How's it going, friends? It's Rob Medicaid here, and I know I haven't made so many vlogs lately, but I'm just gonna make this one more vlog. I need to explain what's going on with the channel, and what you guys have to look forward to over the next few weeks and in the future, whatever. I'm actually just finishing up school. This is my last year of school ever. Unless I fail something, which, you know, I'll probably do. But that's pretty much what I'm here to talk about.
father before I had sinned. You know how in my last video I said I wanted to be a I've secretly carried on my shoulders for a long time. This video is just for your entertainment. It's gonna serve as me clearing my conscience and finally change myself. Also, don't get your hopes up. None of these stories involve murder. Sorry, I know anyone.
Oh, geez, Jake. You're making my job easier by not doing that because I'm not gonna support a murderer. So thank you for not murdering. As a murderer, I could not watch your videos in good conscience.
Every once in a while growing up, my dad would let us sit in front of the television while we ate dinner. That would be a special treat for my brother and me because mom wasn't home from work yet and she wouldn't let us watch TV during the week. This is when we were really young, by the way. Don't worry. I'm allowed to eat in front of the TV at least 3 days a week now. We were eating in front of the TV one night and I wanted to have chips for dessert. Our dinner rules were always eat dinner and then get a little treat or dessert afterwards. And I wanted chips. Everyone's favorite dessert. So my dad got the bag of chips, and normally my parents poured us bowls, but there wasn't much left, so he just gave me the whole bag and said, don't eat them all.
Dude, I am so obsessed with health, but the concept of dessert is like something I never even think about at any point in my life. Like, in my mind, I legitimately forgot that people eat dessert after food. Like, genuinely, I forgot that concept existed. I never eat dinner and then I'm like, I earned myself a treat. Like, I'll have a treat if I have a treat. Like, that does happen. I'm not saying your boy never picks up the ice cream sandwich. Like, hey, I ain't saying I never eat it. But as, like, a regular ritualistic thing, eating something unhealthy after dinner, like, I haven't done that in, like, 10 years.
We got 2 full parent points that day. It was going good so far, eating chips in front of the TV.
This is the height of luxury!
I looked down, and I ate all the chips. Dang it! What do? My dad gave me one rule. My parents are never gonna trust me ever again. They're gonna disown me. My life is over. I'm gonna be living in a box on the side of the road, and I'll have to search trash cans for chips. I might as well pack my things and get a head start right now.
Okay, there a minute. Is this what you feel guilty about? Because I was ready for some heavy stuff, Jade. Are you saying you still feel guilty about this, or are you gonna do something else that you actually should feel guilty about? Wait a minute. Do you create fake chips out of your school notes and your dad eats those, and you feel guilty about that?
I started to panic, and my little kid brain started racing to think of some sort of way to avoid punishment. A rat! A giant rat burst through the door, slapped the bag out of my hand, ate all the chips, and escaped out the window.
Okay.
And also stole an extra cookie on his way out.
Okay.
No,
Oh, I am so glad. I am so glad that that did not go to a bad place. But you know what, Jaden? I know you can't feed a rat a chip, but guess what? I can.
Hola. Hola, Ralphie Dos Nachos.
Mr. Mouse, Ralphie Joe's Nachos, hello!
Going. Did you eat the chip? Big John, did you eat the chip, Ralphie? Was it you? I don't have chips, but I do have vanilla wafers. I'll admit I did this once this morning. That's why there's problems. Oh my gosh, they're getting crazy. Okay. Gonna give the bigger one to Ralphie, because he's smaller. And I'm gonna give the smaller one to Mouse, because he's big, and then get bigger. Okay, Muffins. Hey, babies. Ralphie, over here, buddy. Yes, over here. Ralphie. What do you do? Yeah, there you go. There you go, Ralph. There you go, buddy. And Mouse gonna see me as food? Yep. Hello, buddy. Something like that, they would eat it right there, and you could see all the cute footage. But these guys are just little wins. Isn't that right, buddy? A mouse. Your big win, right? You are.
Jax finished eating early and went into the backyard to play. So what I ended up doing was going, Jax, do you want some chips? And I gave him the empty bag. Then I went over to my dad and said, Dad, I have something to tell you. I'm sorry. Jax ate all the chips. And I went into my room and hid. I really don't think my brother got into any trouble because I didn't hear anything else about it, and my dad probably just threw
Not
the
that
bag
big a
away.
deal,
But
yeah.
since I never got caught or came clean, I've held this guilt about that whole situation ever since. There's layers to it. Not only did I lie to my dad and falsely accuse my brother, but on top of it all, I gave Jax an empty bag chips. A perfect little regret cherry on the ice cream sundae of shame. And I really think that when my dad and brother watch this video, they'll be like, I don't remember this at all. Because I want to say it was like 13 years ago, which makes me feeling guilty even more pointless and stupid because it doesn't even matter and no one cares and I'm the only one suffering from it. It's a pretty effective way to learn a lesson. I've never finished a bag of chips since that day.
What a weird story. Like, yeah, literally no one is going, your dad and your brother, there's no way they care about that 13 years later. But you just put yourself through so much agony. And it's such a, like, menial story. But she's such a good storyteller that I just listened to 3 minutes of you ate all the chips. That is very impressive, not gonna lie.
One time I was at recess in 2nd grade playing by myself in the grass. You know, like a frickin' loser. This group of girls came up to me and said, hey, we're playing tag and chasing the boy. You should help us. And I was like, well, Pete's sitting here and getting eaten by ants. So I
Yeah.
started running around and chasing the boys with the rest of the kids. It was all normal tag at first, but somehow it started escalating to extreme tag.
Whoa.
Extreme as in people started throwing rocks. Being a self-conscious child who had no understanding of personal choices, I was like, oh, well, I guess we're doing this now. So I threw a rock and hit this kid in the back of the head, which, may I add, took some top-notch skill and coordination, considering we were
What
both
happened?
running and he was a good distance away from me. Not to brag or
Did not
anything.
panic.
Ow! I'm telling. Oh,
Oh no! Oh, it's the worst! Oh, kids are the worst! It was a mutually agreed on thing, and then just because you won, now you're gonna get in trouble, and none of those other kids are gonna vouch for you. They're gonna completely clam up. None of them are gonna take responsibility for this. Oh, Jaden, I feel your pain, homie. That's brutal.
I watched this kid start running off to tell a teacher, and I knew I had to think of something fast. And don't tell me I should have just stood there and faced the consequences of my
Nope,
actions.
get out of
You
there.
know, as a kid, you wouldn't have done that. It's only worse that we're all honest with ourselves here. The first thing I could think of was to go hide in the bathroom, because everyone knows teachers can't burst into kids using bathroom stalls. That is definitely illegal and weird. I camped out in the girls' bathroom until I heard the recess whistle and went back to class. Obviously, the teacher was told what happened. I couldn't run away from class. If the guilt trip doesn't end there, teacher told me I was
They told the truth. Not only would everyone accountable be held accountable, but you would be in less trouble. The kids are too stupid.
But she also said I needed to write a letter to my parents telling them what I did. I don't know what pushed me to do this because I always did what grown-ups said, but something in my head told me, you're not writing that letter. And so I didn't. Later that day, the teacher came up to me and asked, did you write the letter?
Yes.
Yes. Please don't have to see it. Please don't have to see it. Good. And so my parents never found out. So right now, in this video, please don't grab me, Mom and Dad. I don't know the statute of limitations on throwing rocks at little boys, but it's been 8 years.
This is very fun bounce at the end.
I'm not really guilty about this next story, but it's resonated within me for a very long time, so I'm gonna add it to this video. One late night, I was on the couch playing my Game Boy, and it was very much past my bedtime. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I was probably pushing it with wanting to stay up a bit longer, and my mom was in my room telling me I needed to go to bed. It got to the point where she pulled the, I'm gonna count to 3, and you
Bye-bye.
have the living room cleaned up, and be in bed, or else. Everyone knows counting to 3 means serious business, so I sprung up and immediately started getting my crap together. The thing was, the ottoman was pushed out, and normally it's supposed to be against the couch,
Oh, no.
so I had to push it back.
Oh.
But being a scrawny 5-year-old the size of a poodle meant it was probably equivalent to trying to push a semi-truck. I kept pushing and pushing with all my strength as I heard my mom in the background going, Eventually, I just crumbled to the ground in defeat and started crying, and my mom found me on the floor and told us to the ottoman. I felt guilty I couldn't leave the ottoman. But hey, you don't need to feel bad for me. Look at me now.
Whoa! Jade, you're strong.
Yay! Hang on, I'm gonna go back to
Yeah,
talking about.
it's pretty inspiring.
First stop will be the Chindo.
That's crazy, Jaden. I could only dream of gaining that level of pure strength. This was an absolute
No! My mind card!
Jaden Animations. One of my
Anyway,
favorite channels.
okay.
Started. We looked at an intro to Jaden Animations. We looked at some of Jaden's craziest videos. And now, by popular demand, it is time to look at Jaden's. Some recommendations. Anxiety is the greatest. Just kidding, it can go jump off the microwave. Things about relationships I wish someone told me about. These are some more personal subjects. And so I thought in order to be respectful for this video, I needed to at least dress like I'm taking it seriously. I have to give Jaden that courtesy. And so today, people, we're diving in. If you aren't subscribed to Jaden, her link obviously is in the description, and it's going to be at the end of this
By
video.
the way, later I'll be streaming on Munchie MC for Blood Boy Halo's event. I was about to call him BBH. Blood Boy Halo. That's not his name. He's given my name, he's Blood Boy Halo. Anyway, since otherwise in the chat, I'm gonna mute you and ban you from the chat. Anyway,
Here, anything you say into this will reach hundreds of thousands of people. Do anything you want with it. Have fun. He is stored in the... After being inspired by other YouTube people for being more honest with their lives and struggles, I decided to slap my own mental health problems on the table for everyone to see.
Heck yeah.
Look at it all. Gross. Help me. I'm not secretive about stuff like this, but I also don't really talk as openly as I want to about it because I never feel like anyone wants to pay attention to me and my dumb problems. You know who else has problems? Those turtles who eat plastic bags. Those guys got a lot of problems to deal with.
Okay, Jaden's struggles matter too. I don't want the turtles to be choking on plastic either, but my problems matter too. Two wrongs don't make a right, sir.
I'm just a shy, quiet, anxious introvert. If you can't identify as that type of person, you're probably sick of people saying it all the time. And I can't blame you. It's pretty common to see people talking about anxiety and being awkward and, you know, crippling depression. As much as I like those types of jokes because they're relatable and can be used as a dark coping mechanism to hide the self-destroying thoughts that tear you up from the inside, I also don't want people to forget what the base of anxiety really is.
I do agree with what she's saying. I do think that the whole trend of like, I have crippling depression. I'm super anxious all the time. Everything freaks me out. As much as it can kind of help you cope with certain things, I don't think making it like a meme, like being depressed is a meme or something, I don't like that. Because there's a lot of people struggling who don't think it's that funny. I don't know, I just don't know if I like when people like make fun of their own, so they're basically kind of making fun of it. I don't know, I knew this was gonna be serious. I was just thinking to myself, like, am I being too serious? And then I realized, oh yeah, that's the video we're doing. We're doing personal stuff.
One thing to clear up, I've had experiences where anxiety is confused with narcissism, which, no. I'm sorry, you couldn't be more wrong about anything. Ever. Is this a hamster? Still not as wrong as that guy. Narcissism is when you're overly full of yourself and cocky and think everyone loves you. Anxiety is related to an unbalance in your mind about your ability to cope with things, which creates an intense amount of stress and worry.
Right.
There's a lot of different forms anxiety can come in, and for me, I'm struggling with social anxiety, which means I hate myself and think everyone hates me too. Woo! Woo! Ha!
Social anxiety. When someone tells me social anxiety, I think people who are afraid of social situations. right? Isn't that typically what people refer to when they say social anxiety? I don't think I have social anxiety. I definitely have anxiety about a lot of things, and we'll get to that as the video goes on. I can relate to not always being good at loving yourself, like what Jaden just described, but I don't know, I never would have said social anxiety.
There's an old Greek myth about this dude Narcissus who falls in love with his own reflection and dies alone staring at it. If he had a brother social anxiety, that guy would probably have a panic attack at the thought of people looking at him, internally die at the sight of his reflection, and then blame himself for dying. I've seen people misunderstand anxiety like, oh, you think everyone's looking at you all the time? Get over yourself, would ya? When it's actually, oh no, I don't think everyone is looking at me because I'm great. I think they're severely judging me because they secretly think I'm more worthless than a dead plant. Even though I have no proof that's what they're thinking, and they've treated me very nicely ever since I met them.
Aww.
I just have a hunch.
That exact train of thinking is why a lot of people are afraid to go to the gym. A lot of people who aren't really in shape are afraid to go to the gym for the first time because they think that all the people at the gym are going to stare at them. I've heard this from so many people who I have tried to encourage to start going to the gym. They always feel like they're going to get stared at because, I mean, I guess they aren't used to the environment at this point, so it's an uncomfortable situation. And it's like a vulnerable position in a sense. But as someone who has lifted weights and worked out in gyms for over 10 years, I can tell you, nobody really cares. Fact. They are thinking the exact same thing as you. They think you and everyone else are looking at them. You think everyone else is looking at you. Everyone else thinks everyone else is looking at them. So if you're someone who's in that situation, please don't be afraid to do things like that because things like that are very important to your health, and I want you to be happy and feel good and be healthy.
Not many things bothered me as a kid. When you're like 7, the biggest things going on in your universe are staying up past 10 p.m. and trying to convince your parents to buy you mechanical pencils. Even though I was blissfully oblivious to a lot of things, I still subconsciously knew there was something different. This weird nervousness followed me everywhere. It wasn't intense 24/7, but for example, say when I had to go to the bathroom, I'd feel like people were watching me through the cracks in the doors and little marks in the ceiling, like eyes were always on me. Even though I was old enough to know that wasn't realistic at all, the feeling doesn't just go away, which is almost worse because then you feel like you're going crazy in your own head. But at the time, I just thought everyone had paranoid thoughts.
Now that you mention it, I used to be afraid. I didn't use public bathrooms. I did not use public bathrooms unless it was an emergency until like I was like 17. I'm just gonna blow my own mind again at like how healthy I was as a kid. But like I was afraid to use public bathrooms. I did have social anxiety regarding that. I don't know if I thought they were gonna be looking at me, but I knew it was possible, and I always hated stalls with like a large crack. But yeah, I guess I can relate to that more than I thought.
You're saying you don't ever worry that everyone on the bus hates you because your backpack is too blue? Pass me that red marker. The constant uneasiness never fully goes away, even though I was having it in the first place. Once in my senior year of high school, I was in my English class, and we were all discussing something about how men and women are different and sexism. That's a fun topic. There were a lot of good points brought up, and I wanted to contribute, so I raised my hand and almost immediately started shaking. My palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom spaghetti.
Thank you, Jade. Thank you for that reference, Jade. You still thinking about the millennials. I appreciate that.
My palms were sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy, vomit on my sweater already, mom spaghetti, which, why? I'm consent into participation here. No one's holding my hands up against my will. Why do I all of a sudden feel like I want to crawl into her vanity right when you're done? Well, sleeping stacked up my back are inherently sexist. Like, so, on average, men are generically built stronger than women, which isn't sexist anyway, general fact. But saying all women are weaker than men is sexist. So, like, you're not sexist if, you say to a guy, dude, you can't have babies. What am I saying? Who am I?
You made some good points there. You made good points. And I respect the recreation of this horrible moment.
While trying to talk, I started shaking more, and my throat closed up, and my eyes were like, here, need some tear? Even though I chose to talk. Why am I like this? I don't understand. And one day, it just came to me, like a mailman slipped a piece of paper under my brain's doorstep. Oh, I have anxiety. I still don't are bad at it. Maybe a bit worse. Can I return this, please?
Okay, so I definitely do have social anxiety worse than I would say the average person. As extroverted as I am around the people that I am close with, like my friends, my family, if I go into a public situation and I'm like greeted by a bunch of people I don't know and stuff, like I'm not good at it. I'm genuinely not good at it. And so that kind of anxiety, like I definitely have it. So okay, maybe I was wrong about social anxiety. I don't know. It depends. I think I've gotten a lot better with it over the years. But like in terms of putting up the hand, preparing to say something, as soon as I do that, I am like internally shaking. Like, what am I doing? And it's because like I had something smart to say in like class. Like I had like a good thought to share. So like why am I freaking out? Because I don't know. Because that's how it be. It do be like that.
When I went to college, I was finally on my own, which meant I was thinking on my own. And I realized, wait a second, I'm not happy, and I hate myself.
Wow.
That's for me. Low self-esteem. And depression? Eating disorders? Alright, what company got a hold of my address? I don't want this junk mail. Take me off the list. And bada bing, bada boom, the recipe was complete for a sadness cake. That's me. I've known about all of this for a while, and actually, people struggling with mental illness are generally aware of it. A lot of the time they know something's wrong, but coming to the fact that you're not okay is really scary, and you feel even more hopeless.
I can relate to that. Growing up, if you have a different brain than the average person, for example, me, I'm not trying to flex here, but if you're watching this right now, you can probably tell my brain's a little different. At this point, as a fully grown adult, I have learned my mental health issues that I've had. Because if I didn't have those kinds of things, I wouldn't have my creativity and my enthusiasm and everything that you guys do like about me. That's a very important bit of perspective that people need to have and people need to develop. It's something you need to work on as you grow. But yeah, when you first kind of learn things like this about yourself, like, oh, I'm not normal. Like, my brain is worse in that area and that area. Like, yeah, it's not fun. You don't want to really believe it.
Like in cartoons when a wife is like, honey, than ever. Like, how the frick am I supposed to get off this island? Also, how did I get here? Why did no one prepare me for this? Was there an emergency island escape class I missed or something? Some floaties would be nice. Get out of here, mailman. It's Sunday.
That is a very interesting thing. Because there's two sides of this. If you say, I am depressed, then you're basically confirming to yourself and the world that, yes, I am at a low point. I should feel bad right now. But if you say that, it is also kind of framing it as like a temporary thing, like, I am depressed. I'm not always going to be depressed, but right now I'm depressed. Versus if you say, I have depression, you can step back a little bit, and you can be like, okay, this is just how my brain is trying to tell me to feel, because I have this problem, but I can work through it. This is a thing, I'm in this for the long haul, I can do it. But also, if you look at it like that, I have depression, you could also think this is something I'm always going to struggle with, it's never going to get better, and that can be bad as well. So it's very key to master the language and make sure that you are not being pessimistic and making yourself feel worse than you have to. It's very hard, and it's one of those things that just takes a lot of practice, and I still struggle with it. I'm always working on it, but I promise you it does get a lot better. You just have to be optimistic and take really good care of yourself.
I was under the impression that opening my problems to people would bring them down with me, or bother them. bit weird at first. Hello, stranger with a degree. I'm here to tell you why I'm broken. But it gets easier as you work together, and finding the right therapist goes a long way too. These steps aren't automatic problem solvers. I wish. But it really helps when you have support from people who want to be there for you.
Oh, this is a great video. I love that. That's so good. One thing that's very interesting is that when I talk to most people who struggle with mental health issues about things like this, seeing a therapist, talking to people about it, whatever, is usually like really hard for them to do, which is very interesting because I've never struggled with that. If you couldn't tell by my YouTube videos, I am willing to tell you guys anything about how I'm feeling. I do not hide my emotions ever. Literally never. I never hide my emotions. I can't. I am super, super comfortable opening up to people. Super comfortable with it. To the point and while they do seem lovely and it seems like they have a great relationship, it's possible that Jaden wasn't encouraged too much to open up about all the feelings and maybe wasn't forced to communicate things like that from a super young age. I don't know this for sure. I've just known certain people who, depending on how you're raised, that can kind of affect how open you are. My parents did not let me be upset without communicating to them how I was feeling and why I was feeling it. I couldn't just be mad for no reason. And I really think that's why I've had an easier time seeing therapists, telling anyone anything. Ask me a question, and if you're not weird, I have no problem telling you the answer. But yeah, just an interesting thought.
When problems become too heavy for you to carry on your own, the people who care about you most will come forward and be there to support you emotionally. They're not going to watch it just get squished. So don't be afraid to talk to them. If you saw someone struggling and you really cared about them, you wouldn't hesitate to come to their aid as well.
Heck yeah.
I hope so. So take it from me. Don't torture yourself. Actually, don't torture anything. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to expand too much on that beyond what she said because, yeah, she nailed it. If you're not very good at opening up about your emotions, start with your best friend. Like, start with the person you are the absolute closest to in life. Talk to them first because obviously that's going to be easier. And once you do that, it does become easier with time. Wow, this video is way more serious than I thought it was going to be. Why didn't I think this was going to be serious? Why did I think I would be laughing my head off? Am I insane? I mean, yes, we just kind of spent a bit of the video talking about that. Why on earth did I assume that watching the most personal videos would be just as, like, goofy as the other? Anyways, awesome video though. Really good. I still think jumping off the microwave is probably not the best thing to do with something you don't like. Microwaves aren't that tall. It's not gonna hurt that much. Maybe jumping onto a microwave. Okay, the next personal one I'm very interested in. Based on my understanding of human identity, what should I think most personal Jaden animation? Being not straight. I don't really want to make any comments or assumptions, anything before the video starts. I think what makes the most sense is just to get started on the video. So people, let's check it out. Here we go. 3, 2.
Okay, before you even say anything, let's lay out some ground rules. This is probably going to be the most open I'll ever get about my personal life. I know I've shared tidbits of myself in stories, but when it comes to personal stuff, I'm very private, especially within the past few years. I'm going to be talking in very general surface level terms because specific personal details are for me to know, and in the nicest way possible, none of your business. Basically, this is something I want to talk about, share, and bring a spotlight to. But at the same time, you get the Cliff Notes version. So no trying to assume or guess anything beyond what I'm sharing with
or a fan of a person or whatever is like, it is not cool to pry deeper into a person's life that they don't want you to know about or they have not chosen chosen to share with you. Like, if a YouTuber hasn't told you their romantic interests, it is not your position to pester them and try to ask questions. I've gotten some really weird messages over the years, so I can relate to this, and I'm just trying to give a bit more context.
Alright, formalities aside, let's get into it. I've come to realize that I'm ARO-A, which stands for aromantic asexual. And I know what you're thinking. That's not gay. What the heck? And you know what? That is completely fair, because I didn't know what that was either. Aromantic and asexual are two different things, and I'm gonna break them down to you separately, starting with aromantic, because no one really knows what that one is. And also, it's my personal favorite. Someone who's aromantic is defined as a person who feels very little to no romantic attraction to anyone at all. So, like, they might not develop crushes on people or feel the need to be in a romantic relationship with anyone. Very general terms, but hopefully you kind of get the gist. If not, here's a little story example from me. Growing up, I never developed crushes on anyone. I remember when I was in 5th grade, kids were talking about their crushes left and right, and it was starting to feel like something I had to experience too, just because
I feel that.
I thought that's just what happens. Don't make fun of 9-year-old me. I was a sheep. Anyway, I decided I needed to have a crush because that's just what happens to people. And I very robotically chose this random kid in the class who we can call Pikachu. That's not his name. He didn't mean anything to me, and I didn't do anything about this crush. Like, I didn't tell anyone or anything. It was just a headcanon thing for me to feel up to speed, and like I was hitting my normal human emotions quota.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, the Persona animation, awesome. Wonderful. Talented, brilliant, show-stopping, incredible.
Amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, Silverventura, with Ashgots, Mutnots, Voshnis.
But that is so funny. I remember feeling pressure like that as well. First of all, I am not aromantic. I would consider myself quite romantic, actually. Hey, girl, you've been treated like an eternal baby. You deserve some love. I do remember being in grade 5 and it being the age where,
Oh, you don't have a crush on someone? Who are you? Are you weird? Like,
like that's what people would say if you didn't have like a crush. It was very strange. So I can imagine Jaden's confusion of just like, because it's like in the last video, it's like you don't realize you're not normal until a certain point. So when someone says something like this to you, it's very confusing, and you're like, I guess I'm supposed to have a crush because I'm just like everyone else, right? I need to have my crush. That is really, really interesting.
But it's funny, because on Valentine's Day, you know how in elementary school everyone would bring cheesy Walmart Valentine's cards for everyone in the class, and then you'd have a box full of candy and hollow emotions from everyone?
Yes.
Well, my school did that. When I went through my box, I pulled out Pikachu's Valentine and thought to myself, someone who has a crush on someone would keep this. I think. So I put Pikachu's copy-paste Batman Valentine in my drawer and promptly forgot about it because it meant nothing to me, but hey, that's just what I thought I was supposed to do.
Oh my gosh. Oh, is someone gonna find it and it's gonna become this whole thing? Okay, I'm excited now. I'm excited now. Listen, Pikachu. I can't blame him. Flawless man. Flawless young man.
I'm so good at this. Then like a year or so later, when my mom was going through my room, she pulled out the card and was like, why do you have this? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. Years passed, I entered junior high and thought to myself, alright, this is the time where people start developing crushes and then do something about it. I'll get into relationships or something. So I was like preparing to be interested in people. On the first day of school, I scoped out the room to see if there was anyone that I thought looked like someone I could develop a crush on. And this is when classes started being divided up into periods, so there were like 6 batches of people I sifted through. But no one caught my eye, and I thought, man, unlucky. Went through the whole school year, next year rolled around, classes changed, I did the same potentials crush scoping again, and the same thing happened. I wasn't drawn to anyone at all.
Wow, that's so interesting. That's so Jaden, this like unlocks a whole other level of interesting to you. I wonder how many unknowingly aromantic young people watched this video and like something clicked in their head of like, oh my gosh, that could be me. Like, I bet this video helped out a lot of people. Listen, if you can relate to Jaden, if you are someone who is aromantic and sometimes feels like weird for like not belonging or like feeling like something is wrong. I know that being different feels weird a lot of the time, but you do get to have an experience that no one else most other people don't get to have. You get to have a very unique experience in life. And that on its own is to any of my aromantic homies watching this video, you're cool. You're cool. And if you want to make friends with people of all genders, it's way easier. I feel like if I had aromantic friends, regardless of the gender, I would be like, sweet, never have to worry about any other feelings beyond friendship. But yeah, this is really cool so far. Let's keep going.
And the same thing happened. I wasn't drawn to anyone at all. Man. Unlucky again. Every year I thought something would change, especially going into high school when people started actually hitting puberty and were getting conventionally attractive. But my entire school life, grade kindergarten to senior year, which I'm pretty sure is like 13 years, I wasn't interested in a single person throughout any of it. And what's funny was I was thinking, man, what's the deal? Why is no one attractive? And I went to a big high school. There were like 3,500 students there. Surely I am not the outlier in this formula. Why are none of you attractive? By the time I was going to college, I really felt like I had to find someone. It felt like I was falling behind the curve, where if I was gonna find someone, it was gonna have to happen now. I made a lot of new friends, and that's when I thought I developed my first genuine crush. Long story short, in hindsight, no, it wasn't a crush. I was just wrong. I just met someone who I thought was cool and funny and had a really strong desire to be great to them. But looking back, knowing what I do now, it wasn't in a romantic way. I realized I can get very excited and tunnel vision on people I think are really cool or interesting, and kind of obsess over getting to know them or just want to spend a lot of time with them. But whenever I got into those tunnel vision moments, if I sat down and asked myself if I actually wanted to be in a relationship with them and hold hands or cuddle or kiss, the answer was not really. But if they wanted to, I could go along with it, which I do not think is right.
Man, that's so interesting. I do really hope that she continues this story, because I want to know if that person that she was talking about was not aromantic and had romantic feelings, and then things became weird. Because I know that's obviously a big struggle. That's a big struggle for aromantic people, because I do have some friends who are aromantic. It's like, say it's like an aromantic woman, and she becomes friends with a guy that she thinks is really cool, and doesn't have any thought of like, oh, this could be weird, I better clarify some things. And the guy is like, oh my gosh, does she like me? I like her, she's awesome, blah, blah, blah. And then it becomes a weird thing where the guy has no idea that the person is aromantic, and then awkward situation.
In my very old flirting video, which I refuse to rewatch, I think at one point in it, I said something along the lines of, if you're interested in someone but they just want to be friends, I don't understand why some people can't deal with that. And that was primarily because I didn't realize there was an emotional difference between a crush or falling in love and just being really good friends with someone. So, oops, sorry for the bad take, I think. I really just thought having a crush on someone was wanting to be their number one best friend. Look, I said don't make fun of me. To me, it used to feel like if I was wanting to become friends with someone to that high of a degree, that would be the next step or justify why I wanted to put this much time, effort, and energy into one person. And it didn't feel right or even fair going through all of this with someone and then tell them they're just a friend. I don't know, it just didn't feel like it made sense, even though I really didn't technically see them in a romantic way. I just didn't understand what was going on really, or that there was supposed to be real emotions instead of a logical understanding of steps. And the fact that I was under the assumption that I was supposed to be interested in people in a romantic way didn't help with anything. I always preferred to say good friends, but never felt like I could have that, and I worried that if I said no, that we would just start drifting apart, which I obviously didn't want either. It's been a very long journey discovering this about myself. Everything I'm saying has all been extremely subconscious and
these are some very real emotions. I know this situation. Like, I have aromantics homies who go through this exact situation, and they talk about this struggle. I do really think this video must have helped a lot of people. Because, yeah, it wasn't until I was a young adult that I had met some aromantic people. And so for most of my life, I didn't understand it myself. I didn't understand that, yeah, there were people who didn't feel anything towards anyone. And so things like this, I think, are really important. It's really important to learn these kinds of things. And it's hard to learn these things unless someone teaches you. So I think this video is one.
I even used to think I was bi or pan for the longest time because I would think to myself, well, bi has been interested in both genders. I don't really care for either, but 0 is equal to 0, so I guess I'm bi or pan. realized when I was growing up, things would have been a lot less complicated for me a lot sooner. I think it's mainly because people don't really talk about it or even know what it is or that it's real. Romance and love is the number one most talked about topic on the planet. Everything I've been taught or learned through society is that love and romance is everywhere. Everyone feels it. It's gonna happen to you. Funny little note, there was a point where I was listening to some generic romance song on the radio. You know, like all of them. And I just suddenly thought to myself, wait, do people actually feel these things towards each other? Like all these mushy lyrics are real. They're kind of not jokey. And that's when I started feeling like something's different.
That's amazing. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that part. I didn't think about the fact that like half the songs on the radio, the songs that you ever hear are about romance to some degree. Even My Chemical Romance is about romance. Sometimes. And then movies, it's everywhere. It's like almost in like every movie, the main character has some sort of romantic interest. Oh my gosh. See, again, this is still teaching me things. This video, still I'm learning things. This video is cool. You know what? Go boop that like button right there. Guys, if you haven't booped the like button on this video, I would appreciate it if you took a moment and did that. And if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, usually my videos are a little bit late for this, but if you're enjoying yourself, please stay on subscribe to the channel. Please. People watch my videos. Yeah. That was weird. Sorry. Thank you.
I approached romance under the blanket term thought of, sure, why not? And didn't recognize it was actually a feeling, which might sound stupid, but look, I don't know. No one can share with any other option. I did a lot of rationalize. If someone ever expressed romantic interest in me, I would mentally kind of logically look at their pros and cons, with the pros and cons of what a relationship would look like with them based on what I knew about them as a person. I didn't realize there was supposed to be an extra, excited feeling, or the fact that you're not supposed to think about it as if it were a business exchange. I understand compatibility is a huge important variable when it comes to sharing a relationship with someone, but at the end of the day, it's still a very emotionally driven thing. And I literally had to make that discovery and teach it to myself. Now, I'm gonna talk about being asexual very briefly, and I'm gonna preface it with, let's all just be mature about this, alright? We're all pretending to be adults here. I've got my eye on some of you. Behave!
Alright, here we go. This is almost, if not equally as important to the first half of the video, so we gotta go for it. Here we go.
Okay, this is definitely treading into uncomfortable personal boundary territory for me, but yeah, I do want to share that I'm asexual too, which is defined as someone who feels little to no intimate attraction to anyone. Look, I know it's said we're all adults, but I'm still gonna dance around the vocabulary, alright? Yes, there's a difference between romantic and intimate attraction. Little side note, I will say you can experience romantic attraction to someone but no intimate attraction. Or you can experience intimate attraction. You can be one and not the other. It's not necessarily a package deal. Most people feel both, and I do not feel either. Anyway, I have never been magnetically attracted to the look or shape of a single person in my entire life, and did not realize it was a real thing until very recently. I'm able to identify with someone who looks conventionally by textbook definition, but I never realized people are genuinely drawn to people they think are attractive.
That's so interesting. That's so cool. When I think about this, honestly, I'll probably dig more into this later into this topic. But just like there are so many advantages to being ace, like almost every human being over the course of their life ends up wasting a lot of time and wasting a lot of money because they are not ace. Pursuing these kinds of attractions takes up time and money and attention and everything. Like honestly, Jade, one thing that I think is great about this is like for me personally, like girlfriends in the past have been a distraction from my ability to work on YouTube and work on videos. Like it doesn't stop me completely, obviously, but if I have a partner, I am typically giving them time that I could be giving to my work and putting out videos. So being ace, if you are someone like that, like you get so much of your life back, you know? Like you can really focus on you and working on yourself. And
I didn't know that people could just see someone and be like, wow, they're gorgeous. I would love to get to know that person, or maybe go on a date with them, or whatever else you people do. I didn't think it was real. I thought people were exaggerating or something. I don't know. And I also couldn't believe that some people feel that with multiple people. Or like celebrity, which
Oh my
sounds
God.
absolutely exhausting. It ties back to when I was in school, like looking around for people to like. It makes sense now that no one caught my eye because that doesn't happen to me. I was just wasting my time for 13 years. I feel like such a fool.
Exactly. It's a waste of time. Jaden gets all of the time. How sick is that? I do think about this often. It's like if I'm giving someone my time, I'm giving them some of the most valuable resource that I have. You know? What I like to use time for is working on doing the things that make me happiest in this life. And not having anything to distract you from that sounds awesome.
Now, there's an easy assumption to make about asexual people in that they all have zero interest in being intimate with anyone at all, which actually isn't true. Some of them are genuinely turned off by it, and some aren't. Some reasons would be that they just don't mind it, or they make their partner happy, or enjoy the closeness of it. There's a million different reasons and a million different people. Am I sharing what kind of a people I am? No. And you don't know me personally enough in the slightest to be able to try and parasocially analyze where I stand on that spectrum.
Get it.
I'm just here to say I am this. We are moving on. When I stumbled onto the term aro ace and started realizing I fall into that category, it helped me feel much more confident and sure of myself. I've read a lot about how people say they felt broken or that something was wrong with them. But honestly, I was the complete opposite. Coming from my very biased perspective, I think Arrow Ace is one of, if not the coolest and most confident oriented.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's very good. I also think when you learn a term or a classification or something, you basically learn that there's a lot of people just like you. And I think that's very important. I think it's very important to realize that no matter what you're going through, no matter what uncommon thing you have that may confuse you, it's really important to realize that there are other people struggling with the exact same things as you. And they have to go through all those same emotions. There's other people. You're not alone. You're never alone.
Not needing a single gram of romantic or intimate validation from anyone is so cool. All you need is yourself to be happy, maybe friends and family too. First, the more I came to terms with the fact I'm Arrow Ace, the more empowered and capable I felt. But at the same time, I was also starting to feel more alone and isolated. As cool and amazing and unique and awesome as I think it is, it can be really hard for other people to relate to or even understand. Everyone else and their orientations are able to bond and relate to love and romance aspects, and we're over here like, we don't do that. I don't even know if I'm explaining it very well. It kind of does go against everything everyone's ever been taught about anything. Romance is taught to be a basic assumed emotion, which I do think is misleading. A common argument used against the arrow orientation is that romance and intimacy is what makes someone human.
Stop the cap.
But I mean, I don't know, lots of birds mate for life, which is a better ratio than people. And all animals get frisky. You know, that's just how they became not extinct. It's not an exclusive to humans thing. If I were to guess, I would assume the thing that makes someone human is basic empathy.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say, like, being able to speak, but I guess that works too. Yeah, honestly, I can understand some people saying that, some people thinking, like, romance and intimacy are, like, what makes you human. But with this kind of knowledge and understanding, again, it's like, that's probably A, not true, and B, very insensitive, because there are some very, very human people who don't feel that way. So obviously, that is not what makes you human.
Like, I'm not an emotionless monster. I can still love people. I love my family and my pets, just platonically. And I would hope that you're the same. I just don't experience romantic love, which, I don't know, I don't think that's harming anyone. Definitely not me. I'm having the time of my life. I don't think you need to be in a relationship to be happy. And if you don't want to be just on your own, I think there's two types of people in relationships that push the boundaries of what a conventional relationship would be like. Telling someone that they need to be in a romantic relationship to be happy will be weird. And then when that person says they're
having a bad feeling, and you need
It's
to
not a claim.
maybe start eating healthier, exercising more, and once you feel better, you'll get
It's
better
not a
in
claim.
relationship.
It's not a claim. It's not a claim. It's not.
I'm gonna get personal here and tell you from my own experience. I had a partner a few years ago who I thought was awesome. It was a partner who I was really, really close to. It's very rare for me to actually get into a relationship because when I do get into a relationship, I'm like, okay, this is it. I am putting my trust in this person that this could be it forever. And so when I do that, it's a big deal, obviously. And so a few years ago, I did date a person who I thought was awesome, and I was super, super into them. But unlike other relationships that I'd been in, this person and I got into arguments a lot. And a lot of the time, they did kind of cause it. Like, they would be defensive, they would get angry, they would just react aggressively and say hurtful things to me. And that's not something that I usually have in relationships. Usually, I can handle problems very civilly with everyone. So the fact that that one person in this relationship was a big deal. I eventually broke things off with this person because they were verbally abusive to me. This person would get angry at me and say rude things to me and just be negative and rude and mean when certain things would go wrong. And I don't need to be treated like that. I've had other relationships where these kinds of things don't happen. So if it's happening now and I'm treating you the same way I would treat anyone else that I care about, this is not a relationship I should be in. So I broke things off with that person. And when I talked to a friend about it, my friend was like, oh, that's just part of relationships. Me and my girlfriend fight all the time, but what matters is that we always get through it. That might not be a good thing. If you are fighting with your partner all the time, you really need to look at your relationship and think about how you're behaving and how much of a match you really are. It can be both people's involvement. It could be one person who's causing the fights or the other person who's causing the fights. So you do need to look at yourself as well. But I just thought to myself, wow, my friend should not be giving me advice on relationships. Yes, relationships can be hard. There are challenges no matter what. Life is challenging and things will come up. But if you are regularly getting into fights with your partner and it's constant work to keep it going, that is a problem and you need to really think about what you're doing. Okay, that may be the deepest thing I have ever said on my channel. Maybe I am uncomfortable. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.
I also think it's weird that once someone reaches a certain age, people inherently start thinking it's sad they're not in a romantic relationship, or
yeah.
since they're lonely and sad. No one thinks a child is sad and lonely just because they're not in a long-term relationship. I don't know. I don't get it. And I also think I'm rambling. At the end of the day, it's all very complicated to talk about these things, especially because I don't know the feelings I'm supposed to be feeling, let alone talk about. I just know for me, the terms aromantic and asexual are able to articulate things I was subconsciously feeling and thinking before I even realized I was feeling and thinking them. I don't plan on talking about this very much, if at all, ever again. I just want to play my silly little video games, maybe tell a story here or there. But I wanted to bring the orientation to the surface and try to get more representation out there, because I thought if I could help more people become more aware of this, then that would be awesome. I was confused for a while and could have used something like this. It's a real thing. You don't have to feel any sort of romance or whatever to be considered a real person. And don't be afraid to look more into aromanticism or asexualism if any of what I said in this video resonated with you any degree. Like I said, this is all very surface level stuff. They're both much larger spectrums than you think, and maybe you fall under some umbrella category with them. I don't know, or not. Either way, this has all been my personal experience with this stuff. Is there more for me to figure out within it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. It can get pretty complicated and confusing. Haha, awesome. Will I be sharing
Okay, we're gonna be ignoring this guy from now on.
Hope you can understand even just a little of what I talked about. And if not, that's totally fine. I hope you can be nice.
Oh, that was so good. That video was incredible. And yeah, I do really, I'm sure that this video helped a lot of people. That is so cool. I literally learned things. I learned certain things that I had not thought about before. Oh, this is the best. Jaden, okay. Guys, it's hard to not become a Jaden fan. For me, it's hard to not become a Jaden fan at this point. This is super, super cool. I love it. And I think videos like this are super important. I personally haven't really had an avenue where I can talk about really, really personal subjects in a way that's as entertaining
entertaining as my other videos. I've had videos where I talk about really personal things, but those videos are just personal, serious the whole time. And so I think that's one really cool thing about animation, is that you can tackle serious topics like this, and it can be fun and valuable and educational. Awesome, awesome, awesome video, guys. I gotta give it an absolute amazing, amazing. And people, if you want to keep this going, here is the full playlist of Jaden Animations reactions that we have done so far. If any of these videos you haven't seen before, check it out and make sure you're caught up. Also, obviously, make sure you check out Jaden's channel. Her link is right here or in the description. She did all the hard work. She's amazing. She deserves all the support in the world. And here's a different video. I don't know if it's one I mentioned or if it's one that YouTube wants you to see. Either way, you got some stuff to watch, homie. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace.
Okay.
Oh, hello. I'm glad I caught you. Wait! No, tell me. You want me to run down the road on my channel, watch old Animations videos, and then you want me to run back here and say, Robert, this is the best video of all time! Yeah, that's exactly what I want you to do. Today, we are back at one of my favorite places on the internet, Bryson's channel, because our good pal Bryson has some old videos. Old videos when he was a wee little lad. I mean, not the weeest of lads, like he was like 16 at the time. But Animation's old videos are a special moment in internet history. His animation was not good. His voice was that of a 10-year-old. But his storytelling was unmatched. These videos are so much fun to watch, and we are going to go through these and dissect them today. With such classics as Lies!
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going, folks? Problem MBK here. And today we're gonna get a little spooky. And to avoid sweating 3 minutes into the video, I'm gonna take that off. Today, we are looking at childhood fears. This is a topic I've wanted to explore for a while now because I already have made videos about people's childhood fears of my own. And it's a topic that I find very fun. And some of our favorite animators have talked about it in their videos. And so today,
I love a topic like this.
let's explore childhood fears. Let me explain studios. Jade Animations. Yuck, yuck, tail. We've got a bunch of videos on the stars. And you know what? Since we are using people, I'm gonna do it. If you don't think we're about to do this, we're about to do this. At least you're ready for one last. Keep Let's start with our homie Lummy Explain Studios. My childhood fears. Because I think she will give us a good first look at childhood fears. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello, my geeks and geeks, my explainers and
Hello.
animators, my little lollies.
That's me.
Baron here.
Hello.
So this is a little embarrassing, possible design flaw, but my elevator swing is, stuck. But don't worry, I called for reinforcements earlier. So do you think you can get here soon? Thanks. Great, you're a lifesaver, buddy.
Yep, no problem. I'll be there in a flash. Okay, bye-bye.
It's in England! Yeah, what better time to talk about childhood fears than while you're stuck high up into the air? Yeah, probably not the time to be talking about spooky things, if you ask me.
Yes, I know I'm a toon and I could technically survive the fall, but the landing is still painful and the way down is still very scary. And I'd rather spare myself the fear, thank you.
Yeah.
So until the cavalry arrives, why don't we just chat? Fear is a funny thing, isn't it? If you've seen Pixar's Inside Out, you know that each of your emotions has a job to do that's essential to your survival and overall well-being. Fear's job is to keep you safe, stopping you from doing stupid things that will hurt or kill you,
Yeah.
physically, emotionally, and socially. But sometimes fear makes some strange decisions about what it perceives to be a threat. Yes, I see your point about these giant cliffs, very big, very scary, very dangerous. But, why?
Clowns. Okay, not the strongest example, because clowns can be very spooky. Before we get to the clown thing, actually, I got the whole point. I'm not like afraid of clowns, but as a child I was. Clowns are weird. Clowns are a thing that were, like, invented in, like, the 1800s. And the appearance of them has not changed since. And we still just allow it to exist.
Why? When we're kids, fear is a kid too. It hasn't figured out the world yet. It doesn't know what it's supposed to be afraid of. I don't trust on that. Like that space man offering free candy out of his white van? Now that's a picture of trustworthy right there. When I was a kid, my biggest fear was loud noises. By extension, I feared anything that made loud noises. Most specifically, fireworks, or shoppers that go,
Oh.
and especially balloons. And I know I don't own them. A balloon just had to be in the room. I would side-eye it suspiciously the entire time.
When she said loud noises, I was like, okay, that's fair, that's a normal thing. And then she was like describing things that maybe like I thought we'd be scared by. Valid fears, valid, you're valid. I'm just saying I was never freaked out by no stuff.
A balloon just had to be in the room. I would side-eye it suspiciously the entire time. Like I thought, where is stuff? Specifically, no one. Yeah. I was talking to my mom about the old Olivia, and she told me the story from when I was a little kid. I don't personally remember this incident, but it certainly left a mark on my mom. One weekend, my parents took me and my sister to the circus. The whole thing was clowns, flying skis, tightrope walkers, you get it. Now I don't and have never had a fear of clowns, so I didn't mind when the music was for the nerd. Driving their immediately small vehicle to one of the classic clown dog gag.
The clown car gag? What gag is that one? Like 10 minutes?
coaster, a log flume, the sheep ride if you want to get really cartoony. But my absolute nemesis growing up was the rock tower.
Ah, of course, of
Somehow
course. Of course.
This rock tower.
The Tower of Terror. Did I not just talk about? I feel like I talked about this recording like 2 days ago, but I haven't seen since I did. The Tower of Terror, bro. People are talking about the Tower of Terror. Okay, before that, man, that feeling of going on a roller coaster and getting that the first time you go on a roller coaster and you feel that like whoa, like everything's flying up inside you for the first time. That's the craziest feeling ever. Your body's like never experienced it. Yeah, that's the joy, man. That's the joy. That's why in Canada's Wonderland, which is basically our theme park in like the Toronto area, the two biggest coasters, unless they've changed in the last few years since I've been gone, were Behemoth and Leviathan. They didn't have loops because they didn't need.
This is what I like about chicken and distance. They're not controversial.
Feel of it. Like they were cool aggressive at the time, but yeah, that's why people wrote it.
Most famous rock tower.
Yeah,
is
okay,
Twilight
this
Zone
one.
Tower of Terror.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah.
This ride was my worst nightmare. You see, Disney is really good at setting a mood and psyching you out before you even get in the ride. Theming, as they call it. And I was very susceptible to all of that as a kid. I had a hard time remembering that this was all make-believe. So if rock climbers you into a creepy haunted hotel with an elevator that will kill you, yeah, that was maybe a little bit of a trigger for young me.
Yeah.
Very often
Understandable.
adults had to wait outside with me while everyone else was in the ride. So when I was about 8 years old, I was enrolled in one of the computers. Mom and Dad saw this as a teaching opportunity. Time to face one new natural fears head on and learn that there are far more terrifying things in this world than an amusement park ride.
Yeah, see,
And no safety regulations built into it.
in their mind, the parents in their mind are like, okay, it is time to learn a lesson. Today we will decide that your fears are no more. You are stronger than your fears. Once you go on this ride, you'll see, wow, theme park rides are just silly and not spooky at all. Meanwhile, they're sending her into her worst nightmare. She's like, sure, Mom and Dad, you guys know everything, so I'll put my trust in you. 5 minutes later, for an 8-year-old, imaginable. Oh yeah, I've been there. I was scared at 11 on that thing.
So they made me get in line for the Tower of Terror. And sure enough, I got psyched out as we were walking
Oh,
past
yeah.
the elaborately decorated.
Oh yeah.
I was literally shaking, begging my parents to not make me do it. And when we got to the front of the line and sat down in the front row of the ride car, I had finally hit my limit. Put my head down and just started sobbing. The whole car of riders went silent instantly. Mom and Dad knew that I didn't need to be there. The captain of the car threw me down and the balloon started to in the middle of nowhere. What else did I expect?
I would have come to save you.
Coming all the way out here, Bobby. Think you can help me down? No, alright, listen. I'm on the boat. You can go down. I don't want to go down. It's scary.
Oh, I'm hearing it. So, okay. She's about to conquer the deep. She's about to conquer the deep. Rebecca, I see you. Brilliant idea. We still have to look at Tower of Terror as soon as this one's done, though.
I don't want to go down. It's scary. What's up, Bobby? Here,
Don't do the thing. Don't do the thing. Let's see if we can do this. Wait, you can just watch this? Are you allowed to just watch this? Alright, so the ride is this big elevator. That's the idea. I sit down in this elevator. And how many elevators you been there? Come on, who does it? The music is so spooky. Honestly, I think the music scared me more than anything. I used to be really susceptible to scary music as a kid. Oh, wow, that's spooky. This is different than the one that I was at in LA, California, Disneyland. The fifth dimension? Alright, when you get dropped. Start getting dropped. Oh, that's a good spooky drops. Yeah, it kind of just drops you and brings you back up randomly. Yeah, it just sets the mood and then it just drops you. That was spooky. Whoa! I didn't expect to have that experience today. Wow! Alright, next up, there's one that I'm really tired of.
Yeah. Okay. Alexa, hang up. Alright, everybody, I need to go, but I'll be back later for the Munchie MC stream. And probably tomorrow I'll be, I don't know, streaming her again, finishing the roller coaster. Or just finishing the roller coaster, later, I don't know. Anyway, see you guys. Oh, I forgot, that's not how I end the stream. I can't just log out. I have to end it manually. Okay, bye.